Hey there, everybody! Welcome back to Fresh Out. The Box plays icons from Steve Kenson. I am still the Game Master Johananon.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. I'm also a retired detective. I used to find missing kids and stop human traffickers, but now I make jokes on the internet and play games with my friends. I'll be reprising my role as Ryan Richards. However, he's no longer called Traveler.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. I'm 80s Finger, also known as Corbinian, and I am a variety tabletop role-playing game and video game Twitch streamer, and I am reprising my role as Wolfgang Aidendale, the hero from Beyond the Shadow.
I am Erin Baumier, also known as Erin Dippity Doo, and tonight I am stepping back into Mimic's shoes as a power-stealing ex-military hero, I guess, finally.
And hi, everybody. I am Riley Davis, a.k.a. Rune, R-U-N-E, and I'm nobody important, which is just the way I like it. I am a guest here tonight, and I am playing Duskwing the Dangerous, a transforming runaway high school student.
Excellent. Before we move on, there's a lot going on in the chat. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. Hi, Blizzhand. Thank you for 16 months of subscribing. Vampire Bites, thank you for 13 months. On this fortuitous episode 13 of Icons Colorfly, if y'all don't know, both Colorfly and Vampire Bites also stream. Vampire Bites does ttrpg streaming, and Colorfly is a prolific board game streamer under the channel DeFoob. That's DFUBE. Check out their channel
I was
too.
just talking about DFoob the other day.
Yeah, DeFoob and Colorfly are the best.
I was asking myself this question, John. Maybe you can shed some insight. Is there a lot of bleed over between teachers and board gamers?
I don't actually know, but it seems that way.
It did. I was thinking it might be the case. I went to a local teacher supply store and they had a board game section. They had some decent games, but a lot of stuff that was more kid-focused or stuff that just should have been in the trash from the beginning. And I thought, maybe I could help them cultivate their board game section. And then I started thinking about DFoob and Colorfly and was like, I have this feeling that teachers like board games. Maybe I should get a better board game section in that store. So maybe I will.
Yeah, I feel like they go pretty hand. They're good tools to teach children for sure. And Colorfly, who works in a school and is a teacher, I believe, also feels the same way, that it's probably a lot of teachers are. Yeah.
Here's another reason. I don't mean to get too far off track, but lots of rules, right? Advanced board games have lots of rules. They're not sit down and play. So you have to have people who are patient, people who are intelligent, and people who like to teach other people the rules, because you're not usually going to get 4 people stoked about learning rules. So you almost need a teacher at the table or someone with that teacher mentality. And I bet that lends to teachers falling into the hobby. But that's it. I'll stop my theories. But these are things that went through my head.
Colorfly does confirm that she loves using board games in the class. But yeah, and also, hey, all you first-time chatters, welcome. Don't forget to use your follow emotes. If you follow us, you get access to follow emotes, like the Green Ronin one. But yeah. So this is Icons for Steve Kenson. Also, Steve Kenson provides the books for the giveaway. So check out Steve Kenson's Patreon at patreon.com/Steve Kenson for other Icons awesome stuff, and first dibs on things like being guests on streams and naming villains and stuff like that. Yeah, we got another follow. Thank you. We have lots of people in the giveaway today. This is shaping up to be a good, honest contest between folk. So
You mean it's not just 2 people entering?
it's not just 2 people. We have 3. And they're different 3. They're a different 3 from the usual 3.
Only 33% chance of winning this time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's getting slimmer by the second.
I'll take it.
Oh.
I would say tell your friends, but that lessens your chance of winning. So tell no one.
No, tell all your friends, because if any one of them win it, then all of you could play Icons together.
That's true. That's a
So
good
you're
point.
increasing your odds of winning.
That is actually a good
That
point.
is
Rune.
true.
Big brain.
Yeah,
Gotta big brain that.
Rune big
Man.
brained it.
Bruin took that to the next level. Oh, damn.
Speaking of big brains, last session, I believe it was Rune, Aaron, Corbinian. Were you there for the Technomancer?
For part of it, yeah.
Yeah. And Jordan, I believe. I think, Gary, were you the one missing? I think you're the one missing. But yeah, last time you faced off against the Technomancer, a part-time DJ, full-time disgruntled scientist who was out for revenge against someone that got him kicked out of academia, which was a fun... That was a fun... I enjoyed that one very much. But last time we left off, you guys were all back at Eldritch Hollow, helping everyone set up for the weekend's Renaissance a festival. And that's where we're going to pick up. All of you already kind of told me what you were doing. I know that there was someone messing with the fortune teller. I believe it was Jordan. And all of you were doing stuff. But that's where we're going to pick up. I believe Corbinian was MIA for that one, actually.
Yeah, because the last one I was part of was the armored guy who we changed into a self-reflective super being.
Oh, your
We had
last
to
game
explain
was the Godbot
the Godbot. That's what it was.
becoming self-aware.
Nice.
I think that's true for me, too.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
last
I-
game was Jordan, Aaron, and myself.
Yeah, we've had a few misses here, but that's fine. I think it was just one. It just seems like forever. But yeah.
Well, I was out of town for one, and we had a loss in the family for one.
That's right. We missed the last. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're back. Jordan is out of town, but we're gonna soldier on. All of you are at Eldritch Hollow. I believe that Wolfgang Aidendale. We'll open up with you because I've been curious about what you're doing with Lady Jessica. Not to get
Wow, what a way to put that.
not to get no. I put it that way on purpose. Sex sells.
As I recall, there is the relationship between Wolfgang and Lady Jessica is that there is it's still that sort of distant mentor-student relationship, except for her, that really didn't kind of happen, and I've kind of been following her example. So now here, it's been a lot of... And probably what got me distracted was just helping her with this, not just with the festival, but also quietly trying to look into the Dark One, those involved, because the greatest risk of the Dark One isn't the Dark One itself, it's whoever his agent, their agent is. Whoever's trying to aid them. Usually someone's trying to help them bring them into this world, into the world to do something. So we're both trying to figure out who that is without disrupting the Ren Fair, because we're like, no, the people need to celebrate. They need to relax. We need to connect with Crossroads, but there's still a small group within the community, the Otherworld community, that are trying to figure this out.
Excellent. So yeah, no, that's a good point to reflect upon for sure. Something to try and figure out. And yeah, well, I'm not going to get too much into it right now. Thanks for the follow, Thundercat. Thank you so much. I like your name, Thundercats. Oh, Traveler, Mr. Traveler. Where is one of you?
One of me is in an alleyway watching in the form of a steel trash can.
Okay. New
Waiting.
powers unlocked.
That's right.
So yeah,
That's right. Jahan, I apologize, but it just occurred to me. You should probably remind Casualty that during the sessions where his character was away, he was at the academy, first being reprimanded by his teachers, I think, for things that occurred before.
Yeah,
all
you
the
were
bars
getting
happened.
reprimanded by the Godbot.
Right.
That's how I explained your absence.
Right. And then after that, study and practice with his powers, which can explain all this evolution, I suppose.
Yeah,
Anyway, just
so
trying to help. Sorry.
thanks, Rune. Absolutely. A lot of what I'm doing right before I had taken the break, my character was sort of patrolling the city and trying to be like a one-man superhero force, sneaking around in the dark, leaping from buildings and teleporting up on bad guys. I'm still very much doing that, so I'm surveillance in an alleyway as a trash can right now, keeping an eye on a local mob den, waiting to see what I can see.
For the record, your transformation came from like you practicing all that stuff and learning. The rest of them are going to come soon. The rest of the changes.
The more I focus into turning into things, it took a huge draw on me, and I haven't been able to make the duplicates to the same extent since then. Yeah, now I'm down to 3. It's a huge drop.
It is quite a big drop, but I like 3.
Yeah, with immense focus, I can become stuff now instead of many people.
And things, yeah. I can't wait to see like your battle form where you turn into like a suit of armor and put yourself on, and then the other one's a sword, and like you go. I don't know, it'd be fun. Yeah. So, without too much beating around the bush, you guys are going through your day. It's kind of getting to be dusk. The setting up is kind of coming to a close. The Ren Fair should open in 2 days, and the Eldritch Hollow people are breaking for their dinner. Yes, Rune.
I think Erin didn't get to talk about what she's doing.
All of you talked about it like last time.
Okay, good.
You, Jordan, and Erin all kind of talked about it last time. I believe Erin wanted to just help set up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's also haunting the food stalls.
Yeah, I imagine she was eating a lot of food.
True. Yes. Both are true things.
But yes.
Right. Okay. You know what I'm doing. Good.
Okay. Yeah, we know what you're doing. So it's coming about dusk time. All the Eldritch Hollow people are going back to their homes. But let me see. It's mostly Rune and Wolfgang. So Duskwing and Wolfgang, you both share a glance with each other as you feel something happen. And several people around you, other people in Eldritch Hollow, they all kind of stop all at once. It might be weird to Traveler and Mimic. You kind of notice they all kind of stop and look at each other. Like they expect the ground to open up. And that is when you'll all hear a clap of thunder, just loud, and you see smoke rising from downtown.
How
Looks
far
like a
away are we
problem.
talking?
You guys are on the edge of town, so several miles.
Beyond visual range.
Mostly, yeah. You can just see the smoke.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cast my new mastered spell that I've been studying,
Okay.
which will enhance my senses and allow me to detect magic, but it also gives me telescopic vision so that I can see further. And this is in my human form. I haven't transformed yet. But I will begin casting my spell and finish it, and then I'm going to like walk around the grounds and look to where I can get a clearer view so that I can see what's going on.
So you can tell. Gifted to sub. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Guy Ally. Appreciate it. And it went to Rude. Rude, you're now a tier 1 subscriber. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Wow.
Excellent.
I've got all these new emotes.
You got all these new emotes now. They're pretty fire. Some of them move. But yeah. So you do see smoke. With your telescopic vision, it's still hard to see because your line of sight is blocked. But you can tell it is like the center square of the city.
I'm gonna mention that then. Yeah.
Which to anyone that lives in the Crossroads know that's where the fracture occurred. all of you might be a little relieved to not be able to see another fracture happening right now. Like, you would be able to see it if it was like last time, but it is the same place. That's where smoke's coming from.
Well, I'm going to immediately, who did you say that I shared that glance with just now?
Wolfgang.
Right. I'm gonna look at Wolfgang again, and I'm gonna like point at myself and then at the woods, and then I'm gonna just haul ass there. While I'm running, I'm taking out my phone and I'm calling everybody on my phone.
So, Traveler,
What's up?
you are a human again,
Yep.
as you are racked with pain.
Oh, dear.
And you're not sure what you feel. You feel kind of a split, kind of how like when you split off in your multiple forms, split of consciousness. But then it all kind of comes collapsing back into you. You're on the ground. You're in pain. But now you have access to the rest of your stuff.
Oh, ouch.
Yes. Very, very much so. But yeah, that's how it happened. I just needed to make sure it happened at the right time.
Did it happen from that big colossal boom thing?
It's probably.
Like, yeah, probably.
It happened around the same time, yeah. Otherwise, it's a hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, superhero logic. That's probably related.
Yeah. But you're fine now. Yeah, so you go off into the woods, and I assume you transform, right, Duskwing? You're muted.
I hate it when I do that. I was muted. Yes, I run into the forest. I call everyone on the phone. Apparently, Madame Leota is not available, but I reach the others and let them know, and I then, transform into my giant winged panther dragon form.
Absolutely. Something feels different when you do so. You can't put your finger on it yet, but something is off.
Okay.
Just like a gut feeling, a sinking feeling in your stomach when you transform. I've been doomed. Gary's been booned. That's fun. But yeah, so I'll have to make a note that I'm doomed. I'm just gonna write the words I'm doomed.
And I got a boon because I saw one first.
Oh, yep.
Nice.
Aaron's been booned.
Thank
Hey.
you.
Thomas.
I feel like it's gonna keep going on. Corbinian, yep.
I don't forgive you, Thomas Avager. Do not forgive you. I will hold that grudge forever.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Good times for sure. But yeah, so all of you are breaking out your Power Ranger Transformers, I guess. What are you doing, Wolfgang?
I believe we got a moderate achievement reward from last session or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually like to use that to actually add something to the world a bit.
Ooh.
Because due to the appearance of Lady Jessica and myself, and the fact that the Crossroads is kind of being not Crossroads, but like the Eldritch Hollow has been saved, and we had the band together and stuff. We now have a sort of secret society of adventurers that's why I was away, was I was helping Jessica set that up. Finding people like me or like her who could use powers from the other world so we could collaborate without alerting the rest of the community, but also making ourselves useful to the superhero sentinels, because there's a certain level of trust, but also wariness of this of that organization.
Okay.
So I kind of give a quiet nod to some people, and then I gesture, and then I start running off.
The only one I have for you off the jump is the sheriff. I feel like she's a good candidate, so you'll share a significant glance.
And I basically make a sort of thief sign at her of like, or a secret sign of, I'm going that way. That looks important. We need to deal with that. And then she can alert everyone else, and they can.
Yeah, they'll batten down the hatches. You kind of create like a mystical emergency response unit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
That way, that's the Sleepy Hollow. Eldritch Hollow can kind of defend itself more often than not, or sometimes help us. Depends what they're doing. But now we're organized. So I leave the place and rush toward the where the explosion was with great haste, with firm knowledge that Lady Jessica's safe and she has other heroes of Eldritch Hollow who are already trying to, at the very least, protect the community before they sally forth at whatever it is I'm running after.
Sally forth. Yeah, absolutely. So you're gonna head that way. Are you gonna mount Duskwing?
If Duskwing's flying over and sees me, I'll be like, I'll wave at him, and then I'll.
That was entirely the plan. I rush to the forest, transform, fly up over and then come down to get him, so it looks like I come from a different direction, and snag him. And I can pick up anyone else who needs it. Like if Erin's nearby, I can also grab her character. Please remind me your character's name. I totally just forgot.
No worries. Yeah, their name is Mimic. Yes, and
Mimic.
they would coordinate after that call. They'd be like, all right, I'll meet you in the square or whatever. Get swooped up. Cool.
And Traveler doesn't need me to pick him up. I'm well aware.
I'm here.
Yeah. So,
All right.
all of you head towards this billowing smoke. You'll get there pretty quick. Duskwing can fly very fast. You get to the center of town. There's no longer that big stage that there was last time you were here, where the mayor was giving the speech. Nothing like that. It's just kind of business as usual. There's a modern art, cracked sphere that is a memorial to the fracture, and it is smoking. As there is debris all over the place. Looks like wood or something, but you don't see it. None of the buildings look like they're on fire or anything. There's a lot of smoldering ruins around. You can't really tell where from. People have already started running, screaming, that kind of thing. The cops are on their way. You can hear the sirens. But you don't see a lot. There's no open hole. There's no supervillain attacking. You're not sure what happened.
Just the statue itself is smoking?
Yeah, there's a bit of flaming debris sticking in the crack of it.
Did you say something about runes?
Yeah, there's just smoldering wood all over the place from an unknown source. It's like somebody smashed it.
Again, can you remind me?
What's that?
What's the statue of? Can you remind
It's just a sphere, a cracked sphere.
Okay.
It's a modern art representation of the fracture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a monument to the fracture.
It is a memorial to the fracture, yeah.
I will dismount, draw my sword and shield, and hold my shield up as I approach, and kind of trying to feel where the wobble's coming from.
You get a lot of wobbles.
Yeah, I'm going to let everybody off, of course, after I land, and I'm going to scan the area with my newly enhanced senses, get a big whiff, see what's going on, that sort of thing.
Yeah, lately your attunement to magic has become much more. Ever since you opened that rift and subsequently closed it, you felt a different kind of connection with the shadow, and that's going to come up now. You can see there is a crack here, and it has recently been used. It's very apparent. As soon as you turn your senses on, you can see, it has recently been opened up. Something came through, for
I'll
sure.
say through in my deep resonant, voice as a dragon. I have learned to see magical auras, and something has definitely come through. I believe just now, that cracking boom and lightning that we saw, that was when something stepped through a crack from the other side. And I scan around and look around the area, trying to use my telescopic vision to spot anything.
So, I guess it doesn't matter which way you look. So you're looking around. You see people running, but that's not weird. What grabs your attention is you see something running, like on the side of a wall.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that'll definitely grab your attention.
Point it out to everybody.
It's like far.
You're saying it's far?
Yeah, you're
further
using
than most people
telescopic.
can see
Yeah,
it.
you're using your
Okay.
super sight. You can see it.
Okay. About how far away is it?
Eye of Thundera range.
Okay.
It's
so
like
I'm gonna say
like 5
it's-
blocks.
okay. So it's typically like within visual range, but for me it seems closer because of my enhanced senses. All right, I'm going to tell them way over there. If anybody wants to catch a ride, we'll go after it.
We will follow it as well.
You can just be there. How close do you want to be?
You know,
I just don't want to get ripped apart by that thing before everyone else shows up. I'd rather follow it to where it's going.
Traveler, if it helps, I was going to say I actually need your help if Duskwing and Wolfgang, yes. If you two want to go chasing after it, I was going to see about pulling on that magic that I drew from the Technomancer's staff and seeing what came through here.
You do.
In terms of
still
meta,
have
that would be
that
post-cognition
stuff.
ability. I
Sounds
do.
good.
I'll stay here with you. You guys let us know if you need our help, and then one of me is going to turn into a mouse and run into Corbinion's pocket.
That's cool.
Corbinian, how do you feel about this?
The look is there's no alarm of seeing a mouse crawl into my pockets. It's Eldritch Hollow, as full of weird and magical creatures. It's more of a blink. I didn't know he could do that sort of look. Like,
Yeah.
wow, you can do that.
The
Huh,
transformation
that's
is
new.
not. It's not a pretty transformation. It's not instant. There's no magical poof. My skin gets really tight, and my face.
Oh, you
starts to
anamorphs
disfigure.
it?
Yeah, into like a mouse face, and I get real small. And then crawl up into your pocket.
I
I
live
love it.
for Animorph's transformation. It's fantastic.
Horrifying. It's great.
The mouse one is particularly gross, I think. Sometimes it may not be so bad, but this one's bad.
Yeah, if you're a transforming person and you're not crunching, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, there's this.
Especially if he's
this
shrinking that much when he transforms.
mhm.
Where's all that mass go?
I have the post-cognition open whenever you are ready, dippity do.
Okay, yes. So that's just my d6 plus my skill, right?
Yes. You must touch a place or object and make a power test
Yep.
with the difficulty based on how long ago you want to perceive. How long ago you want to perceive?
I want to perceive just before, like, when the moment happened.
Gotcha. So,
I
like,
assume it's pretty...
it was like 5 minutes ago. Maybe 10.
Yeah.
So, not that long. Yeah, that's pretty easy.
And I will place my hand on the statue when I do.
Excellent. Is that your roll?
Yes,
Cool.
9.
9. That sounds like a moderate success to me.
Nice.
No, would it be moderate or major? You got a 9.
9.
No, that'd be major. Yeah, you beat it by 3. You get some clearer information, perhaps names or faces. So essentially, you are touching this spot, and you use post-cognition, a power that you stole from the Technomancer's staff.
Mm-hmm.
One sec. For my own benefit, I need to remember, because I gave it a funny name. It was funny to me.
That's the important part.
It was really funny to me. Staff of the One. It's a joke about a different character. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So you got post-cognition from the Staff of the One, and you can see the rift. You see people standing around, doing town square stuff. Little kids holding hands with their parents, going to different shops. The cinema just let out, and then poof, you see this rift open. You weren't actually in around during the actual fracture, maybe. So you probably didn't actually see something like this, but you can see the wound between worlds, and you see a lot of things pop through very quickly, and they look upsetting for sure.
Okay.
All of them have like animalistic features. They all have different, like there are a lot of them look kind of like spider people hybrids, but some of them are other animals. But they all look like horrible mutated animal people, and they emerge from the rift and they scatter. Watch them go a bunch of different directions.
So one of them was definitely a cockroach person.
One of them is definitely a spider person. You
Well,
do
that's
want there to be
terrible.
a cockroach person?
I said just my brain because they scatter immediately.
Okay.
But no, I actually, as it's happening, I'm like relaying this to Traveler. My eyes are just kind of zoned out, locked in, staring past the statue into this moment. And I just say, it was peaceful, it was fine. And then the rift's torn. And I just kind of like narrate the visual as it comes along. And it's like, oh my God, there's this disgust with like, there's so many, these people have animal arms and legs, so many limbs. And then I come back finally. I look to Traveler and I say, we have to catch up with Duskwing now.
As you're coming back, the rift, it sparks off, and it hits you in the node in your neck. And you go down for a second. It's a real shock to your nervous system.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
In the frame where this happens, first there's the frame where Mimic's eyes are just like glowing as Mimic's relaying this information, and then in the next frame, as this zap is coming off and slamming into Mimic, you see this long distance shot of it happening, and up close, Traveler, there's a second Traveler ordering Frito chili pies, but 2 of them, because he's going to bring one back as this happens. And then the next frame I teleport over, so I'm like standing over Mimic to help with 2 Frito chili pies in bags.
I like spider people vampire bites. Don't judge me. But yeah, so you go down. You're incapacitated for a moment, but you get up and you're okay. But it was like quite the sensation.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
The technology
Like
in your
running.
back interacted with the portal in some way.
Did it feel like your brain was being ripped in half and you wanted to crap your pants all at once?
Something like that, surprisingly.
That happened to me about 4 minutes ago when this first happened.
Well, that just makes this whole thing a lot worse.
But I didn't crap my pants.
Well, I don't think either of us did, so that's good at least.
Yeah.
Silver
right.
linings.
Neither of us.
Back to
Neither.
Duskwing, Wolfgang, and a different Traveler. Y'all catch up to this thing pretty quickly. It's climbing on the sides of buildings, and then it's leaping and spider swinging, like straight up Spider-Man style.
Okay.
Now,
Obviously, I can fly fast, but I'm not flying so fast that I would blow Corbinian off me.
Yeah.
But I'll catch. I'll try to like fly up and catch up to it, and I call out to it at first with like a roar to catch its attention, and then hey, hold up, we just want to talk to you, and see if it reacts in any way to that.
it sees you, it looks at you, and it tries to avoid you. It's going to hiss at you. So now you're closer. This thing has like the facial features. It definitely is a human of some kind, but its face just has a bunch of eyes crammed in until there was like 8. And then it has its like these mandibles sticking out of its like the sides of its human mouth, and it has extra arms.
Are you detecting danger from this thing? Or this
Yes.
person?
Yeah, your shield going ham.
I'm going to point my sword at it and telekinetically try to grab him and hold him in place as we're flying after him.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me that telekinesis check.
So I use it for strength because I'm basically not attacking it. I'm just grabbing it, so I'm strengthening it, which isn't great.
I think you're supposed to use your willpower.
Willpower replaces my coordination if I'm trying to
Gotcha.
hit it. But if I'm grappling it or I'm trying to grapple it, then I use its rank power instead of my strength because it's the one grabbing something, not me.
Gotcha.
6 plus 5.
6 plus 5?
Because rank power is 5, yeah?
That's an 11.
Well, no, I didn't roll yet. It's
Oh, I thought you said 6 plus 5. My bad.
no.
I see what you're saying. Ooh. You got a 9. So that is and I resist with strength. Doesn't actually say in the thing, which is annoying.
If he's trying to hit it with a telekinetic attack, he might have to hit. Let me see. Either
I'm basically
he might have to
grabbing
hit
him.
coordination first, like maybe he has to hit it.
Gotcha. Regardless, you get a moderate failure. This thing, you grab it, and it, like, flips around the intangible force, kind of, and grabs the side of the building and pulls itself free and starts running on the walls again. It does resist.
Can I try to tackle it as my action?
You can try, yeah.
Because so far all I've done is move and call out to it.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, go ahead and hit it.
Okay, then after his telekinesis doesn't quite get a strong enough grip, I'll fly in close and I'll try to grapple it. Let's see him break my grip. Assuming I hit anyway. So that's going to be a prowess versus coordination. I have a 10 to hit.
I forgot. I'm doomed. You do hit. I'm doomed. Gave you the edge. So that is it's going to bump that up to a moderate success.
Okay. My
Thanks
my
for the
strength is a
doom.
9 for grip.
So you're grabbing him. That's it. You're not trying to hurt him, right?
I'm not trying to hurt him, I'm just grabbing him. Pulling him off the side of the building and carrying him.
Excellent. Where are you taking him?
That's a good question. I feel like back to the town square for now would be the best idea. I imagine by the time we get there, the police will be showing up. So, yeah, that seems like the best option. Take him back to the town square where all this started.
Let's see. You have him grappled. I feel like he could probably try to bite you.
Sure.
I hope he's not radioactive.
Yeah,
Or hope he's radioactive. One of the.
you're gonna get superpowers.
Pretty
We'll be
sure
wrestling,
I've
you're
already
right.
got those.
Oh, that would be a cool thing if there was like a story arc where a lab let out like little spider creature monsters that when they bit people they lost powers just to get rid of all the superheroes, and there were just
Right.
always a chance there would be like an anti-powered spider around.
Yeah, if he's in a moderate
love
hold,
that.
he can still take swings at the person holding him. He's just at a +2 difficulty. But
Right.
if it was a massive success or major success, he's
He
he's
can't.
pinned
Yeah,
in.
he wouldn't be able to.
Make
he
a
can
fodder,
attack
he
me
can
while I
still use
carry
that.
him, but I don't mind.
Make a prowess check.
A prowess roll or
Yeah.
strength?
Prowess.
Okay. What's he doing? Can I ask what he's attempting here?
He is trying to bite you.
Okay. Well, okay. So that gave me another 10.
Okay, so he does manage to get his fangs on your steel-like skin.
So you
But
penetrate my
the
9.
next part, now that I'm reading it, I don't know if he even can hurt you. So
Yeah, I don't think he can
make
hurt
a strength roll,
Okay.
unless your
Yeah.
regeneration is higher.
I don't have regeneration, but my strength is a 9, so
Yeah, I
I'm
figured.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Like unless you roll absolute garbage, and even then,
Right.
I think
it's hard to hurt
I'm
you.
just gonna roll a flat d6 and add the
That's
9
fine.
to it.
Yeah. Yep.
So
12.
that gives me a 12.
My total was a 9, so I couldn't do anything. He bites you, and you feel this like acid drip down your arm, but it doesn't hurt because you're made out of Laffy Taffy.
Right. Dragon muscles too dense for it.
Yeah.
take a little singe burn on the skin or fur or whatever.
Hoping the poison was going to get you, but nope. All right, you caught yourself a spider person.
In this frame, he's just dragging this kicking, biting, toothed spider person down the street back to the park.
Well, I'm actually flying between the buildings. I have Corbinian riding me, you as a mouse in his pocket, and him in my arms held beneath me as I fly forward.
Dope.
I'm holding him out away from me so that he can't reach Corbinian.
Yeah.
That's why he can still make attacks on me every round. So, he may get a couple of rounds to try to mess with me while
It doesn't seem
there.
beneficial for me to keep doing those rolls because this guy is not a good match for you.
Okay. That sounds like a him problem. I carry him back to the town square where all this started. I figure by the time I get there, the police will probably be showing.
Police are showing up.
And when I land, I sort of put him down on the ground and put my hand down on him, so I'm still holding him down, grappled, as I land, and just sort of stay there with one hand holding him down to the pavement.
He'll look in your face with his 8 eyes, and he'll make a weird noise, like deep in his chest. And it's like a weird chittering sound, but after a little while, you realize he's laughing.
Okay. I'm going to say, hey, if you can understand me, maybe you can try to communicate a little bit, maybe some sign language.
He says something in some strange language that you do not recognize.
Wolfgang, you know that language?
It does sound familiar. Do you speak any languages from the other side?
I would know basically the thief's language, the dark language, which is more for spies and assassins to secretly talk to each other, which is what I now use for the secret society.
He's not speaking
like to point out from the background that you had before. You grew up as one of the Dark One's army. As a child, remember?
He did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's probably Dark One speech that I'm aware of.
You recognize some of it then.
I jab a sword next to his head and just stare him in the eyes.
He'll continue to speak in this language. You'll pick a odd word every now and again. He's saying the phrase "one of many" a lot. You cannot stop what has begun. Those are the 2 phrases that you can pick out. He's saying a lot of other things that sound very scripture-y, And to everyone else, he sounds like the Exorcist, like demon stuff going on.
He claims that he is, or he professes like a zealot to be one of many.
Oh, so this is a religious invasion.
He speaks the dark speech, the Dark One's forces.
All right, I'm gonna.
But it's garbled. It's mixed in with some other things I'm not familiar with.
It does seem like the kind of minion that the Dark One would employ to you.
Are there paddy wagons here yet? Did the police bring?
Yeah, they can be here. It's been long enough, and their response time has gotten pretty decent.
Cool. I'll call some of those guys over and say, hey, we're going to need like 3 pairs of handcuffs, maybe 4.
So some guys in a specialized clothing will come by. They have like fake armor and like it goes all the way up to their neck. You imagine there might be some sort of mech property to what they're wearing, and they'll put him in these weird like full arm shackles, and they'll put a face mask on him.
Yeah, I was hoping they had like a metal clamp thing for his mandibles.
Yeah, you can't hear him talking anymore. We'll take care of it. Thanks, you guys.
Wait, before you wheel him away or take him away, first off, I need to let you all know that he's not the only one. There's a bunch of these creepy animal people that ran out with him. I was able to look into the past and see that. So we're going to have a big problem on our hand. Let me do just one more thing. And I'm going to walk over to this spider guy.
How many did you see?
Oh, geez. Can you give, roughly how many did I see?
Like 10.
And I kind of look with, a kind of grave expression on my face. Oh, geez, like might be 10 of them.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought you were gonna say like 50. Oh, 10's nothing.
I was afraid you were going to say like 1,000.
No, just
Well,
10.
we have we just have no idea what they're doing out here. So I thought maybe I could try and get into this one's mind and see if they had a plan.
Ooh, can you do that too?
I can use the magic to try telepathy, which says I can read minds.
Right.
Using magic will take a page, so next page you'll be able to attempt it.
Yeah.
This round
Yeah.
you'll be casting the spell.
I'll just be standing over with like my hands actually on the mask.
Right. The staff of the one gave you magic too. That's funny.
Yep. So I was saying I switched from the cosmic power to the magic itself. It's great. But yes, so that's what I'm gonna do is spend some time and place my hands over the mask and
So what level
Close
of
my
telepathy
eyes.
do you want?
let's do. So how does that work? So I have a magic
You're
of
going to be
5,
rolling
so-
your telepathy versus their willpower. And it can be as high as the magic that you're casting. So you can have
The
up to a
important thing to
level
remember
5.
is that your rank of magic is the cap of any power
Yeah.
that you acquire with it.
Okay.
You
yeah.
can't go
I'll
higher.
just do the whole 5 then. Well, see how it goes. Oh no, I got a 1. I got 6 total. Sorry.
Would you like to use point of determination?
Yes.
Does
I would,
that-
or my boon.
you
Yes,
can
I would
use your
like to
boon.
use that. And yeah, and then how does that apply in this case again?
You can
Is it like a
reroll
bonus or-
take a +2?
Yeah, you can reroll or +2.
I'll go ahead and re-roll it. I got a higher chance. Hey. there we go.
Nice. So that is a success. So you do
Sweet.
acquire. So all of a sudden, like your ears pop and you can hear, like, man, I really hope those lotto numbers hit. What's happening? Is the fracture happening again? Man, they put too many onions on my Frito pie. You'll hear a lot of like stuff like that going on. One of those was Traveler. But and all of a sudden you just kind of tune it out, and you have telepathy for a while.
Okay. Yeah. So then, I just want to dive into this guy's thoughts and see if I can find, like what the intention is for this one and all the other ones to burst into this plane.
Absolutely. Ooh, go ahead. D6 plus, I guess, 5. Yeah. Ooh, 10. So that is a massive success. So you
Yes.
crack his mind open like an egg. You can see everything. So you see a lot. So as you kind of enter his mindscape, a lot of it, you'll see like the fourth wall's destroyed on like the house, and you can like see into his life. Him getting like beaten by his father and like that kind of stuff. But like it's all very fragmented, and you've kind of done this before. You know that that's strange. As you're looking around, you can see his mind is kind of shattered. Before, like this happened before what you did. Like it's not you. His mind is like broken. And at the center of all these torn apart memories, you can see just darkness. And you feel like maybe that's where the answers lie.
Okay. Yeah, so on the outside, you kind of see a similar thing that Traveler saw. My hands on the mask, my head's kind of tilted up. And my eyes, actually, as I dive into this person's mind, my eyes actually are kind of rolled back into my head. And then I come back to, and I just say, yeah, I think they're consumed by that darkness. And when I was in there in his mind, that's what I could see controlling him, basically driving. His mind was shattered. It was fractured. Nothing really had any control in there besides that darkness.
Mimic, do you think you could use your telepathy while you have him there to help him somehow to knit those broken shards back together so that we could get actual information out of him?
Sever his connection from the darkness.
Or just help put his mind back together, maybe.
And I flex my hands out.
Maybe.
Still pretty new to this magic thing, but I can give it a shot.
Is there anything I can do with my magic to support her in this effort?
Theoretically, yeah.
Okay. What I'd like to do then is begin my own magic performance. And it'll take place next round, but what I'll do is I will cast a spell that will bolster her telepathy. Somehow. Add ranks to it or something.
I do believe...
I have rank 7 magic, so...
Pretty sure that's the thing that is a power, yeah.
Yeah, power enhancement or something.
Power enhancement, yeah.
Oh, but there's definitely something I could do.
As they form this plan, at the top of the next page, I will be 3 travelers again and asking everybody, step back, give them some room. We're doing magical brain surgery here. And kind of clear the witnesses back.
I'll whisper into my pocket where I know Mouse U is and say, you need to tell the sheriff that Dark One minions are present.
All right, no problem, the mouse says back to you in my voice.
To me, this is perfect. We're talking animals? That should be. I was surprised by dogs not speaking before. Hi, puppy.
I'll teleport, let your sheriff know, and then I'll be back for my little keeping everybody back scene. That way information's relayed. So the mouse is a me again, I guess is my point.
What exactly are you telling the sheriff? Sorry.
Corbinian.
That the Dark One minions have arrived. Ready yourselves.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. So you can cast ability boost. Yes.
Okay. But I can apply it to her power instead,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Ability boost is attribute or power.
What rank will I need to do that?
You can boost the chosen abilities level up to the power level for duration. So however many you add, that's how many she gets.
Okay. I'll go for rank 6. Well, you know what? I'll just go for all rank 7. I'll cast the spell and attempt to hit it a rank 7 to succeed at casting the spell.
All right.
And
amplify.
I added the skill directly onto my sheet now, so I can actually just click the power. 15.
That
probably got ability boost 7.
That is a massive success. So, all right. For the record, your ability has been boosted to like deity levels of magic. All of a sudden, you can see the turn of eternity, and you're standing above it all. Just for a minute. You are riding the lightning right now. You've never felt so strong in your entire life. Level 7 ability boost is pretty strong.
Like a sorcerer, so yeah. I actually had to do a performance and everything, but yeah.
Yeah, wow. And so during your performance and when that sort of climactic moment hits when the spell is cast, there's this look of awe that I'm kind of sharing with you, Duskling, before it turns into like almost like shock and the realization of this sheer kind of power. But then I turn to our spider friends here and go back in. Basically what I want to do is pull those memories together, and where the darkness was kind of separating and keeping it all splintered, I want to somehow try to will it back together in a way that cuts off the darkness again. If that concept makes sense.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. So go ahead. Give me just roll a d6 and add, I guess 10. Yeah, since you have max level.
Okay. 12.
Jeez.
Ironically, somewhat. I mean, 12 is a great roll, but with a plus 10 modifier, I'm disappointed.
So you start to put his mind back together. You can tell his mind's resisting. You're not sure if it's his mind or if it's the darkness inside.
Sure.
But it's working.
Okay, as that happens, as I do that, does anything kind of come out as far as like more of the story, like how this individual got wrapped up with the Dark One?
Yeah, a little bit can seep out. So yeah, the Dark One came to him as he comes to all people when they need him. When there is a need, he comes to the desperate, and he makes them deals. And this man traded himself away to the darkness for power.
I see.
It seems that this is like the end result, but you have a feeling this isn't what he intended for sure. You can see the darkness kind of withdraw a bit. Rune, you've been booned, so you know. But yeah, you see the darkness kind of recoil away from you, but you can sense the Dark One's presence in his mind for sure. Whatever secret agenda they have been sent here for, the darkness is concealing it.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So I just I come back to it, and my hands are actually shaking, and my legs are shaking with all this power that's been running through me now. And but I kind of turn to the others and trying to kind of come down from all this power and relay just a little bit about that. You know, this spider guy just sold himself out to the darkness, and this is the horrible results. I can imagine the others come from the same place. What they're doing here, though, I can't see. It's blocked out by that darkness, and I don't think I can get past it.
You might be able to.
Well, I might be able to get past it. That's what I say.
Keep at it. We'll watch your back out here.
Yeah, that wasn't me saying you can't do it. It's just me saying that that's where it is. Does that make sense?
I see. Yeah. I say okay, and I'm like, there's like shaking. I'll go in again one more time.
Okay.
Put a comforting paw, which probably covers like half of her upper body, over her shoulder, and give her a very gentle squeeze. Say, you can do this.
I got a 12 again.
Nice.
And this is
12
you
big
trying
in
to
a
pierce.
D6 game.
This is you trying to pierce the darkness.
Yes, this is me trying to see what the darkness has used these people for.
You were facing
What
off
is
against
the
a
point?
being that is equal to your god power in power, and somehow I rolled worse than you.
Oh wow.
So,
Darkness wasn't expecting this one.
so yeah, he wasn't ready. I'm not ready. You pierce the veil like a rail gun, just boom. And the
Nice.
darkness just, you hear it scream, you feel it touch at your mind and try to like take you with it, but
That's spooky.
yeah, no, it tries to kamikaze you, but it vanishes. The mind kind of comes back together, and you can see the intention. You see he was given a location, and he has to go there to represent the Dark One at that point.
Interesting.
You're not sure why. But it doesn't seem good. It seems like some sort of ritual going on. That's the sense you get.
Okay, gotcha.
You can kind of see
So-
you can't, you're not seeing the future, but you can see the envisioning that the creature had of what it was going to do. And you see it kind
I
of
see.
like Stranger Things rising into the air at a point.
Okay,
And it is a
gotcha.
place that you actually recognize. It looks a little different now because it was burnt down by Diablo. But it is over in the storage lot at the north side of the city. That you
Remember
guys
that
have
place?
been. Yeah, you guys have been there before.
Okay, yeah. So then I come to, and kind of step back into my body and breathing through the power that's all charged up here, as before. And I say I was able to do it. I was able to push the darkness out enough to see. So this one was supposed to go to like represent this darkness. Actually, at that old storage place where we fought off against Diablo. That's where we met, most of us. But also, I have a feeling then that the other 9 might be going to other places, and that each of them might be a part of some sort of like ritual, perhaps. Something like that, on that kind of a scale.
Or...
They might be going to the same place. It'd be worth checking that one spot out at least.
But if you think they're all going to different places, maybe we should split up and Like, I can fly up over the city and use my ability to detect magic and my enhanced visual perception to try to spot more of them while the rest of y'all go there. Maybe, like, Traveler can get there very fast.
I think it's a great idea, actually. I'm on board.
What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so saying then, I shoot straight up into the sky. I fly up about half mile over the city, so I can look down over it and see pretty clearly. And
I actually wait for Duskwing to be out of earshot before I say something. And I kind of have this dark look on my face for a second. I look down at Traveler and look at the other Travelers probably nearby, and then I kind of wave, maybe a little closer, and I say quietly, the Sentinel, we need to alert the Sentinels I believe this may be an attempt to summon the Dark One here. If that's true, the Sentinels may have to be the last line of defense if we fall, but we can't. Whatever it takes, this cannot be allowed, or nothing of Crossroads will remain.
If this is a summoning, can you deduce the location of the other individuals? Some kind of shape or summoning portal?
Send a message to the sheriff, and she can get it to Lady Jessica, and they'll tell you whoever your representative there once they figure it out. Tell them everything you know. I am not a sorcerer, but she is the greatest of us. And if anyone will know, she will know.
All right, I just sent her a text.
It is.
I don't know if she's figured out how to text back yet, but looks like she's figured out how to read them. It says red. You're here.
Tell her, the seventh moon rises. That will mean something to her in my community.
Sure, look, I put the little moon emoji here. I will wave my hand, and this portal will rip into existence, this kind of warbly black and purple goo portal. And it looks like we're going to get sticky going through it. And I assure you both, we're not going to get sticky going through it. It just looks that way.
I checked my shield.
Yeah, it really does.
This is the portal that will take us to the storage yard.
Sounds good. I'm just shaking out the wiggles.
I approached the portal with my shield up because the last time I went through a portal, I got to a weird city, so... And I muttered to myself, I hate portals. I hate portals. I hate portals. Ooh.
Let me know when you get back to me.
Boom. So you guys, who all went through the portal? The three of you.
Yep.
Okay. Duskwing, what are you doing?
Okay. I had lifted up and shot skyward about a half mile up above the city, which will only take me a couple of moments at my ability to fly at the speed of sound. So I broke the sound barrier going up there rapidly. Once I'm there, I recast my spell so that I have all my enhanced senses and detect magic, and I look over the city, and with the ability to see things from far away as if they're much closer, I can also detect magical auras. So I'm actually looking for magic glows or signs, as well as, if I'm lucky enough to have line of sight to spot one of those spider creatures.
You've never
look across the city.
You've never done that before, have you?
Nope, but I'm doing it now.
There are magic spots everywhere. No one's ever done it before. No one's ever looked.
Right.
Yeah, there are a lot more than you were expecting, for sure.
Okay.
You can see
any of them that I'm familiar with already. Like,
yes,
because I would know that there are things there.
You see, like, Eldritch Hollow is a beacon of light shooting into the sky. But you also see, like, just people in buildings. You can see somebody in an office building that's giving off magic vibes. You can also see a lot of magic in the sewers, moving around. And you can see just random dots here and there.
All right. Well, an important point, I don't have X-ray vision, so I can't see through things.
Yeah.
I only see things that are actually still within my line of sight.
Yeah.
But there are basically more than 10 spots of magic on the city, you're saying.
There are much. Yeah, you weren't expecting there to be so many.
Do I happen to spot any of them creatures? One of those spider people.
Give me a perceptible boy. Give me an awareness check here. Let's see.
Okay. And I do have a +2 to awareness rolls now, so because of the magic.
Yeah.
So that'll give me an additional +2 on my sheet. Let's see here. So that gave me an 11 with the +2.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna do the difficulty at. Let's see. So because you reduce, how much does your sight reduce like distance to you?
By 2 range
By
increments.
2 range
if you
increments.
check in the book, it's on page. Hold on. Ranges. It's one of the early pages.
You got a marginal success then.
Okay, good.
So you got 0, which means that it can't go either way. You think you see one of them.
All right. It's page 12, by the way.
Page 12.
So the ranges are personal, close, extended range, visual range, and then beyond.
Oh, that's right
So if
before
something
there,
is beyond normal visual range, I would see it as if it were only extended range, like something you can shoot with a pistol.
Okay.
I have 2 range increments closer for everything I look at.
Well, I was looking at it. I was doing benchmarks.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah, because
But
you're. I'm looking at it as you're looking tens of miles, so I'm counting it as difficulty 10 or 20 blocks. So much easier.
Right. Yeah, that's probably fair. Although I would say that because there are only 5 distance ranks and 10 benchmarks, maybe 2 ranks is worth 4 on the benchmark chart.
Quite
Just
possibly.
a guess.
But
Because
yeah, so
visual
you do,
range is actually more than a few miles.
You do see
like
one.
actual visual range on a clear day is like 100 miles.
Not for you and me, glasses.
Right. You know what I'm saying. For normal people, though.
For normal
To
people.
see things with clarity is maybe a mile, but
10? I think it's 10, right? You can see 10 miles unassisted.
from what I read on my mild research on the internet, on the top of a mountain or up in an airplane on a bright, clear day with nothing in the way, you can see like a couple tenths of miles, like
Nice.
20
Hell
miles.
yeah.
That's hot.
Nice.
Now you couldn't see people at that distance, obviously.
Yeah,
but you can
absolutely,
see
yeah, right.
objects clearly. Right. You can see buildings very clearly from that distance. Yeah.
You can see another one of these creatures tearing through the street. This one's like running almost towards you.
Okay. Well, if I spot one and I have the flight speed to get to it rapidly, then I will head towards it right away with an aim to capture.
You'll probably get there pretty quick. We're going to shoot back over to the trio, though. You are at the burnt down storage lot. It's still burnt. It hasn't been fixed. It hasn't really been that long. It's been a few days, really. Maybe a week. But, yeah, you guys are back here. The only thing that's different is that the God bought machine that he was building and planning to release here is gone. It was taken by the Sentinel 6.
I'm gonna walk about the grounds a bit and just look around for any eldritch signs on the ground, or any bits of salt or anything, or any ritual markings. Not necessarily like they've already started, but it's like, we're gonna do some of the prep now, so we don't have to do it later, sort of thing.
I think the same thing. We're all kind of going to do speak for myself. I'm also going to help with like a group investigation. I'll turn into like 3 geckos and spread out.
And I am a part of that
Yeah.
with my normal self.
All these spread out. You're looking around. You can hear we'll say one of your geckos can overhear the owner fighting on the phone with insurance. Be like, "What do you mean it doesn't cover supervillains?" kind of thing. Like a good neighbor.
Hashtag not sponsored.
But
I
yeah,
was
see,
going to ask if your gecko stands up and tries to sell people car insurance.
oh yeah.
You know, while you're on the phone, I could offer you a better rate. In just 10 minutes or more, you could save 10%.
It's a heart attack. Yeah. So y'all look around. You open up some of the partially opened containers. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You see a lot of junk. You see a lot of burnt stuff. There's a couple civvies walking around that are trying to salvage some of their stuff out of some of the units. But you don't see any markings, per se. There is some, like, tagging going on a wall that looks weird. But other than that, there's no, like, salt or marks on the ground or anything.
I don't see any designs of ritual here, unless they're going to cast it. They're going to form the spell in the moment. And given how wide this is, I'm not sure how we're going to lock it down without... I mean, I suppose we could ambush them. Whoever comes here. They don't know that we know necessarily. I raise a questioning eyebrow at Mimic, because sorcery is not my thing, so I don't know.
It's not really my thing either, but...
Just so you know,
but as far as...
Sorry, power enhancement lasted 7 rounds. At the end of that time,
Okay.
for the next so many rounds, Game Master's choice, your magic operates at 1 rank lower than normal. Like, after
Okay.
the boost, it drops by a rank for a while.
I feel like at this point, after the investigating, it kind of wore off.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
Guess
Duly
it's-
noted.
yeah, it's a
But as
few
far
words.
as... Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I just wanted to say that I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that none of the other creature things know we're here. At least I hope. And the other one, has its mind more pieced back together, so maybe it'll actually do well after incarceration. But, I mean, if they're not going to show up all here, then they're likely going, it's either here or other points. Maybe it'd be worth checking in with the Duskwing.
Yeah, it does seem strange that you're back here again. But you don't know why. You don't know why here. Duskwing. Yeah, we'll jump back into Duskwing. You see another one of these creatures. It looks similar to the first one. It is spider-fied, but it has different markings. It's a little bigger. And it's just kind of jumping across the rooftops. It's not really swinging or climbing.
Okay. If I think I can, like, zip in and get a surprise attack on it from above, I will do so. But I won't, again, be trying to harm it. I'll be trying to grapple it, trying to tackle it down. Or,
I
you know,
can't-
while it's in the middle of a jump, just tackle it out of the sky.
Here, let me
Not even let it land.
roll. Like
Can
stealth.
I make like a stealth roll?
Yeah, make a
to
stealth.
Zip in from the sky.
Yeah. I'll give you a +1
Okay.
because you're zipping in. Like, nothing expects to be taken out by a Mach 6 fighter jet panther at any given time, So.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's an 8. That's actually a really bad roll. So, if he spotted me, he spotted me.
He does not.
Okay, good. Then I will do an attempt to tackle him. The attack roll is prowess versus coordination. And I don't know if that worked. So, wow, 7.
So,
But he doesn't see it coming.
it doesn't see it coming, but as you make first contact, its reflexes it flips around you. And it lands in like a hero pose.
Let's just be clear. He has spider sense.
Yeah, pretty much. And he's just gonna. You see his mandibles click together as he chitters at you, and he says something in that strange language again.
Unfortunately, I don't speak it.
No.
Okay, well, if he's going to attack me, it's his turn.
He's gonna run off the edge and jump off.
Okay, I'm going to dive after him and try to capture him again.
Absolutely. He hits the ground and goes into it.
Into the ground or into a building? Or...
Into the ground.
Oh, like tunneling or something?
Yeah, he burrows.
Okay, I'll climb in after him.
Absolutely.
I'm just using my strength to widen it as I go and try to reach in and grab him before he gets too deep.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
See how much damage I can do to the ground.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a strength check, but your difficulty is going to be... He has an easier time moving through the ground because he can burrow than you do using sheer strength. But we'll still roll it out.
Right. Well, The level of power I have is actually capable of damaging the material strength of diamond.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what's just going to be a strength roll then?
Yeah, just roll strength.
Wow, I got a maximum
Nice.
roll of 15.
Yeah, so you just dive into the
Right.
ground where he is and just pull him out.
Okay. Great. Then once I've pulled him out, then I will wing my way back to the center, and as I'm flying back, I'll hit the catch on my collar so that my transceiver's working, and I call to everybody attached to it, which is the 3 of them, and say, I've captured another one, taking him to the paddy wagons. Do you have any news for me?
I'll reply and just say, nothing here at the first site. Have you seen any more from your vantage point up above the city?
I have no idea. There's so much magic in the city. I should have cast this spell from up above as soon as I learned it. I'm an idiot. So apparently the whole city is suffused with a whole bunch of little magical auras. There are way more than there are creatures that came through. I just happened to actually get lucky and spot one of them bouncing around on the rooftops. It seems to me, though, that maybe your first theory is right. Maybe each one is running to a different location, and we need to try to figure out those locations. After I get this guy captured in a paddy wagon or something, I'm going to consult my study materials and see if I can figure anything out, now that I've learned a little bit about magic.
Now that we have a second one and we're headed back to the paddy wagon, do you want to jump into his mind again, rip apart the darkness, and figure out where he was going? Maybe we can start to unravel this mystery.
Might be able to unwrap.
Triangulate.
Might be able to get a pattern. Like if we can figure out where 2 of them are going, maybe we can figure out where the others are going.
That is a great idea. Before we leave this place, let me just see if I can see if there's anything extra here.
Well, there is that guy spray painting stuff over there, but I left him alone. But his tags looked cool.
That's good to know. I just got inspired by Duskwing's comment about there being spots all over the city. Maybe this is one of those spots, and it's sort of a thin point. So.
Oh, so instead of this being the summoning point, it's actually like one point out of like on the city. Dot, 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 dot.
Right, and the circles in
That's
the
what I'm
center.
thinking.
Like the big globe is actually the center of this big summit.
Yeah.
They're probably all
So-
going to different points around.
Yeah.
And this
Right.
is what we have Lady Jessica trying to figure out, since she's more magically attuned with symbols and stuff.
She's probably way more versed in occult than me. She's probably occult 3 plus high intelligence.
What?
So we'll just keep
sense.
sending her texts of what we figured out. Maybe she can piece it together
What?
from her office.
What are you doing, Aaron?
I wanted to cast a spell to get like a magic sight kind of a thing.
Magic sight.
To see if there is like a hot spot here, like I'm suspecting.
Like a ley line sort of thing, or a PowerPoint or something like that.
What's your magic sight
Exactly.
power called, Rune?
My magic
It's-
sight? Hold on, I'll tell you the name of the power. It is, look on my character sheet. It's, Super Senses is the name of the power. And I used
Okay.
it to acquire Detect Magic.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm
as
looking
well
at
as
it.
other things.
Yeah. So if you only need 1 super sense, well, you can enhance it too. So if you want an additional sense, it's a level 1 super sense. If you want to enhance a sense, that's another level. And if you want to extend the range, that's another level. So you can do any of those in any combination. However many you want to spend, that's the level you need to roll it at. You can go up to level 5 with your magic.
Okay, gotcha. I feel like I don't need to get too deep into it. I just need to be able to detect any magic in this sort of immediate zone.
Then you really only need magic sense. So you really only need super sense 1.
Well, you could, like, use 2 points, go for Super Senses 3 and use 2 points to get +2 to your vision senses,
It's true.
so that your awareness gets a bonus when you roll.
Oh, sure.
Detect magic plus bonus to your visual, and then use them in combo. That's what I'm doing, actually.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, let me roll for it.
Roll for it. Yeah.
Roll. Just a 9. Just a good old-fashioned 9.
A 9 is acceptable. You feel your senses click on, and it kind of messes with your like eye HUD that I imagine you have in one of your cyborg contacts or something. It kind of interferes with a little bit. Yeah. Question.
What does your spellcasting look like? Since you're emulating the power of the Staff of the One, what does that look like when you cast spells?
Yeah,
Since you have
that's a
your
good question.
performance for a round.
It's a good question. Actually, I can throw in some extra details here. So one thing is that there is a little bit of like a pulsing rhythmic light that kind of comes from the neck piece, which was not seen when I was carrying Madame Bonnet's powers. But otherwise, you feel like heat around me kind of come off. It's the suit or the tech that's doing all the work really for this magic itself. So there's like, you hear like almost like, like when you have a computer that's running really quiet, but it's also like running something that's like an intensive program or something. And it's making like a very subtle kind of whirring noise the whole time. It's like kind of that, where if you listen over the sounds of the cars and buses driving down the road, you hear that whirring, you see the light, usually steady, but in this instance it's like pulsing at like a good 160 beats per minute. And the glow from the parts on the gloves section, which also have a light on them, that light kind of, especially when I do magic, that light gets all kind of weird and flickery.
Cool.
And it's kind of doing this and then going into the zone, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, so your senses click on, you do your like full body light show, and you can definitely see, there's a node here. There's some sort of magical ley line here, for sure. Like right in front of you. You're just like, oh wow. Which is interesting. It's like right in front of the storage locker where the Godbot was storing his machine.
That is interesting.
It's like right there. And it goes up. It just goes up. It's like a full...
And so
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I shared that. I'm like, oh, yeah. And they see me kind of look and then look up as if following something that's shooting into the sky. And say, there's definitely some sort of magic ley lines, some thin spot here.
And you turn it off?
I have no idea.
It would be immensely difficult. It seems, to your sight, it seems natural.
Okay, yeah, and I'll share that. I say, I feel like this is a naturally occurring thing. It doesn't seem like, like when Duskwing and I closed that tear back in Eldritch Hollow, that was created.
Yeah.
It's a natural phenomenon, but that hole was created, and we were able to patch it. This is something else.
A little bit more transparency to help y'all understand. They're pretty much ley lines. You're seeing the ley lines of the earth, the magical ley lines. Which, I don't know if y'all... I imagine all of you are familiar with the concept. For those of you watching here who are not familiar with the concept, there are theories that there are energies coursing across the planet that we cannot see that power things like Stonehenge and magic and druidic ability, and they can be the cause of anything. There's a lot of lore and whatnot about ley lines.
I live in one of the vortexes now.
A what?
I live in one of the proposed magical vortexes now.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
I think the plural is vortices. Yes.
There you go.
Sorry, the pedant in me came out for a second.
I appreciate it. I was like, vortices doesn't sound right. I'm just gonna say vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what.
So
yeah.
That reasons then that they are going to go to these other ley line points and position themselves around the city, because if you're going to cast a spell to summon one of the most heavily guarded beings in all my verse, at least,
vortices.
You kind of want to.
Vortex. Thanks, Rib Donkey.
So perhaps we could try to figure out where these other points are, and we can meet up there. Because that narrows it down, because there's probably quite a few magical points that we have to go to anyway, and some of those are just going to be people like Eldritch Hollow or like Duskwing or any other magical person, anyone who's been affected by the shadow.
That
Yeah,
is true.
those points look different than the ley lines, though. Just further.
Well,
Go ahead.
we know that we can. We have Duskwing capture that other one. So if you want to teleport us over, Traveler, then you can. I'll try and pry into that one's mind and see if we can find the second coordinate.
Sure, let's do that. Also, can you see the more ley lines now? If we get you up into the air, you and Duskwing, can you see the ley lines?
If you start communicating
Yeah,
these things to
good.
Duskwing, you can. You didn't really know what you were looking at. It all just looks like noise when you're not thinking about it. But you
When
do,
you're
yeah.
aware of what they all are, right?
There are,
Okay.
if they're going for these points, they have options. You can see.
How many options do I think they have across the city?
It seems that Crossroads is riddled with these points, but they
Crossroads.
seem to be heading to the outer ones, so they have much fewer in that regard.
Okay.
Lower population at the outskirts and suburbs.
Would it be fair to say that they're a web of ley lines, since these
Yeah.
are spider creatures?
There is quite the
I'd
web.
throw that pun in there.
There's quite the web of ley lines.
Okay. Well, I guess we're all going to be meeting back at the central location where all this happened, so we can read the mind of this second creature then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where we'll regurgitate all of this information to each other, and now we're on the same page.
Boom!
Well, I mean, I had my communicator on, so y'all could tell me all
Yeah,
that
you can
as-
tell 'em.
as I flew.
There is another loud explosion at the center of town.
Maybe we should get back over there and maybe you can turn that off.
Yeah, I think so. Let's go.
I'll open the three. I'll wave my hand as a little gecko and open the portal, and the three geckos will run through.
The portal opens. You all, I imagine, step through. You get there very fast this time. Standing in the circle, there are several of these creatures, and then a cloaked figure standing behind them, who also seems creature-esque, has strange elongated features.
It looks like another bus just arrived in town.
But this thing, it'll lift its head up. It's kind of hunched over, but as it lifts its head, it has a very long neck. And it looks around with its, like, desiccated human face. Good. You came to us. We can put an end to this now.
I throw something at him.
Just because.
Yeah, it's like I get Dark One vibes or Servant of Dark One vibes. And it's just without hesitation, it's point at like a nearby bike or something and just huck it at him with everything I got.
I'll give you a little something
Amazing.
for your trouble too. It'll bounce off of some sort of intangible force in the air,
Interrupt the monologue.
and it'll flick its head over to you, like
Yeah.
maybe we'll
Yeah.
start with you. And at that point, we are going to take our break.
Okay.
Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everyone for following. We've gotten some subs and some resubs. Don't forget to join our gift to you, the giveaway. And it is a gift from Steve Kenson. Don't forget to check out Steve Kenson's Patreon, patreon.com/Steve Kenson. I clicked the wrong button there. What's that? Yeah. But yeah, so we'll be right back. Sorry. Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to Icons by Steve Kenson. I am fresh out the box. I forgot to say fresh out the box. I'm Johannan on the Game Master.
I'm fresh out the box. It's me, fresh out the box. I'm Casualty CDG.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. I'm not fresh out the box. I'm actually from the Electric Metropolis video game tour, but that's not what you're watching right now. You're watching Fresh Out the Box.
And newly appearing on Fresh Out the Box, but also not Fresh Out the Box, is me, Aaron Pommier, also known as Aaron Dippity. Besides appearing here with Fresh Out the Box, I am also a co-designer with Adventure Sling Productions.
And I'm so not fresh out of the box, so I'm more like old out of the box. And I am Riley A. Davis, and I am your friendly neighborhood Duskwing tonight. That's it. That's all I have.
Thank you, everyone, for that. That was fun. Yeah. But yeah, so we're...
Pandora's box has been... Sorry.
The box must be
box.
open. Where we left off, so everyone watching right now, thank you for sticking around, thank you for being here. If you have not entered our giveaway, type in hashtag icons, all lowercase, to enter. And also, if you haven't followed yet, follow, because we are at 290 now, Gary. I don't know if you saw it. We've hit 290.
Whoa.
We're so close.
That's very weird, man. You remember that time that we were, like, clawing and fighting to get to 50?
Yes.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. That was a year
now
ago.
we're at 290,
Wow.
bro. We're
Yeah.
at 290. That's almost 300s.
Yeah, we're doing it, man. I don't know. I feel pretty good about it.
Supposedly, not to like get ahead of ourselves or anything, but like supposedly, if you keep doing this, more people will follow
It's
you as
crazy.
time goes along.
It's crazy.
So 300 now, after a year, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe
Most
we'll have like
importantly,
600.
you're almost
this
tree
time
fitting.
next year.
Almost 350.
I'm fingers crossed. Maybe 400 or 600 this time next year would be great.
600 this time next year would be bananas. I'd be pretty happy with it.
Here's to another year and another almost 300, buddy.
Huzzah.
Oh, you've got a cheers. I've got a diet cola, and I won't
Water.
tell you what brand it is until you sponsor me.
It's Pepsi.
You sponsor us, cola. I
No Coke,
love cola.
Pepsi. I saw that. No Coke, Pepsi.
Yeah, my dad works for Coke, so like low key, I buy Pepsi as a fuck you.
I did that on a mission trip one time. One of the supervisor chaperones worked for Coke, and so we bought a case of Pepsi and sat in the back of the van drinking it and talking about how delicious it was and how superior it was to Coke. It was fun.
My man.
Excellent.
No, but yeah, Pepsi, if you sponsor us, I'll take you to the next protest I attend and hand you to a cop to solve all the problems of the world.
It'll work. That's
It'll
what they
work.
say.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
That's what it's in the ad.
Pepsi, stronger than hate. But yeah. Oh my god. So, we're back. Where we last left off, y'all were back in the town center after hearing another crackle as more of these creatures come through. But this time they're with somebody. Somebody, a cloaked, hooded figure. You can't see all their features, but you can tell they have a strangely long neck and a desiccated face. And apparently some sort of force field when Wolfgang threw a rock at him, which is, you know...
I'm going to let him finish his monologue, or can we just roll initiative?
He was mostly done. He said, "Good, you've all come. We can do this here and now." And yeah, go ahead and roll that initiative.
Okay.
Put some stank on it.
Exciting. That's a
Keep
coordination.
forgetting that's
correct?
That's the same question.
Zoom.
Great minds think alike.
That's right.
Looks like I have an 11 again. Woohoo!
Nice.
Rigged dice.
No, it's...
He microwaved them
How can I microwave digital dice?
with a digital
Microwave
microwave.
computer.
You downloaded a microwave. Come on,
You
Rude.
downloaded a microwave. You wouldn't
No, I
download
downloaded
Power.
more RAM so I could run that game.
The microwave app.
Amazing.
Hey, I know how to solve your problem with your browser. Just hit Alt F4. It works every time.
Oh,
No, do not hit that. No.
No, that's a troll move.
No, my
How many
favorite-
people
Everybody-
follow that?
Everybody watching right now on their phones and tablets is like, hit Alt what? How do we? What are you talking about?
You can do that on a phone, right?
my favorite is when streamers will make people's Googles do stuff at home. If they're like listening on their TV, they'll be like, Google, turn off the lights. And I might have just done it to somebody. I don't know. It's funny, but
That was pretty funny.
So mean.
it's good stuff. I also saw somebody turn someone's Xbox off while they were streaming. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so initiatives. I guess I can look over here.
Can I doom Vampire Bites? I know he's not playing in the game, but he just typed something in the chat that I feel he deserves a doom for.
You are welcome to Doom Vampire Bites.
They may play once again, and once they do, I'll remember that you've doomed them.
Jahan and I will remember this.
Won't forget.
I have
Yeah,
I have a weird memory. I probably will.
We plan on playing Vampire, one of the Vampire tabletop games later this year, closer towards Halloween, and having Vampire Bites on during that. Because how do you not, right? How do you not have Vampire Bites on for
No
that?
kidding. That
Honestly.
sounds like a good time.
And when that happens, they are doomed.
They are doomed. I think I have
At least one.
whose number am I missing here? There
I don't
it
know.
is, Rune 11.
I got a
What
Mac.
the tiebreaker will be? What is your coordination score?
Mine is a 6.
Alrighty. So this thing is going to rear up at the rock being thrown at it. It's going to go, I'll say it goes for the person that threw the rock at it. As it rears up, you realize it doesn't have a body. Not in the traditional sense. It does have a body, but it's not a human body. It's very long and snake-like. And it wraps around you, or attempts to. Wolfgang. So you're going to...
Hey, Wolfgang, you're finally getting to experience sex on our world.
What makes you think
Sorry,
he
it
has
just
it?
came to mind. I'll stop. Bad brain.
Do I need to tell you what sex is? Because this isn't it yet.
Come on.
This is a big guy.
I think we have
sorry,
time for
table
a time.
chatter. Table jokes.
Table
My bad.
chatter, table chatter. It's all good. Coordination. Make a coordination check there. You... Virgin? I don't know.
Hooray! Danger Sense does it instead.
Yeah, dangerous sense, yeah. No.
Because it is better than my coordination.
I still had Gary laughing over there. That was good.
You got owned, Corbinian.
It's grabbing me. Would martial arts or athletics specialty help with this?
Yes.
That puts it to 10 then.
That puts it to 10. That makes it, instead of a moderate success, it is a marginal success.
Oh, that was spooky.
So, it does achieve a partial hold. So, partial hold, you can perform actions, but at a -2 penalty. You cannot move from the spot. But also, there's a secondary effect. As soon as it touches you, you're subject to its aura. So as it wraps around you, shadows seep off of it into you. And it hurts. So...
Congrats.
you're already touching, so you just suffer the damage. Yeah. Take 5.
Ow. Okay.
So that's its turn. It is Rune's turn.
Okay, he just committed a real faux pas and attacked an ally instead of me. So I'm going to grab him and yank him off Wolfgang. Like, my attempt is basically to physically grab him by that long neck and slam him to the ground. And this time I will be doing damage with that attack.
I suppose
if I
it
can.
will be a strength versus strength check then.
Okay. In that case, I don't have to roll prowess versus his finesse first? To
I
hit him?
suppose you would. Yeah, let's do that first.
Yeah, that seems more logical. Like, I still gotta hit him. Let's see here. I got a 11.
You do put your paws on him, so that means you are touching him. Your damage resistance, however, is
9.
Would that come into play here?
I don't know. What kind of damage is it?
Shadow?
I don't know what shadow damage is. Let's look at the damage types. You can figure it out. Well, actually, looking at resistance types and the resistance power will help you decide whether I can resist.
That's
it or not.
true.
Let me look at resistance.
Oh, slight rewind, actually. You said it was a marginal success on me?
Yeah.
If it's marginal, nothing happens usually with grabbing, doesn't it?
Not with the
Wrestling or
binding
grabbing?
power. With the binding power,
Oh,
a
no.
marginal success achieves a partial hold. Yes. There's a whole like
So-
this chart.
So resistance can be resistance versus ability, like affliction, energy drain, and
Yes.
other related effects. Resistance versus being altered. Resistance versus binding. Resistance versus damage.
Yours is
resistance versus
damage.
detection. Mental, sensory, or develop your own. Is it mental or is it actual damage? Like if it's mental damage, resistance would not count. But if it's other kinds of damage, it would. Because they don't have like energy and physical as separate.
Yeah. You can limit your resistance to cover only particular things if you want to add a limit, but you did not. So you are just damage resistance. What's your damage resistance?
9.
You're unaffected by the aura.
Okay. And my strength is a 9 versus his strength for the grapple, I guess. Do you need me to roll that, or is that...
There is a chance he can beat you.
Okay.
It's not great, but he can.
Okay. I have a 14 with my plus 9.
You beat him. So you do pull him off of Corbinian.
What kind of success do I have on my grapple attempt, then?
Your grapple attempt, the coordination check?
Well, no, the strength versus strength, I guess, to determine,
Strength versus
you know,
strength is going
how
to
badly I
be
have him grappled, I guess. I don't know how that works.
11, so 3, so major.
Okay, in that case, I can deal damage to him at the same time.
Nice.
Right?
I think
Okay,
so.
in that case, he takes 9 points of damage as well as being grappled.
Excellent. So he takes some of that.
He's resistant, obviously. Cool.
Yeah.
But the important thing is I got him off of Wolfgang, so he isn't touching Wolfgang, right? Like I yanked him off. And...
Yeah, he's not touching
Is that
Wolfgang
right?
anymore. You did.
Okay,
Good.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And I after I grab him and slam him down, say, "Nope, that's not going to work." Wolfgang, are you all right?
Sorry, I was thinking if I
I'll
was
take
going to
that
say
as
it
a
on my turn.
no.
I
I'll
was
take that
thinking
as a
I was
no.
going to say it and respond to my turn.
Yeah, sure. That's my turn.
Excellent. So it then goes to Aaron.
Okay, so there was this slithering black figure, and then there's these more of those minion-looking guys, right?
Yes, there are 4 of the other animal creatures that only speak in that strange language, and then there's this seemingly more intelligent sort of serpent man.
I'll say, like it's my idea. You guys keep them distracted, and I'll take care of these, and then I'm gonna sort of square off. Is there such... I don't remember as far as rules go, but is there anything like a hold action kind of thing, or is it all happening in this, my string of
You can
panels?
hold action if you want to.
Yeah, so like I want to kind of like walk intimidating across the front of these other 4 henchmen, if you will, and kind of make eyes, and but I want to hold an attack. Like if one of them comes close to me, I want to go for the quick punch.
Or you're waiting for them to come to you.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of giving them like, come on, let's do this. Like trying to challenge them with my expression.
The Game Master power up, huh? All right.
Now I'm concerned about challenging anybody.
Thank you,
What good
Guy
timing
Ally.
to walk up and challenge a crowd of 4 guys.
Gary, your turn.
Like confident these days.
So Mimic's gonna take care of those 4. Mimic told us to take care of this guy. All right. I'm going to turn into 3 concrete gorillas. And then try to pummel this guy from all sides.
Okay.
All right.
Give me 3 attacks.
I will.
Wasn't that a coordinated action?
2, 3.
When duplicates do things together, they operate as a coordinated action.
That's true. You can.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You coordinate
Specifically
yourself. You
stated it's
make one
coordinated
attack
action.
and you boost it.
That's
Yep.
even
Easier
better.
to boost.
That's way easier. Yeah.
It's much
It
easier on
is.
attacks. Yeah.
And to keep it easy on us, my rolls were pretty much all the same exact number, anyways. It's an 11. And then the duplicate would boost it, I think, to what, a 13.
You do hit it.
So that works.
You do hit him.
Well, he is
Cool.
grappled, so he's probably pretty easy to hit.
Oh,
And
you
I
held
think
on
do
to
what
him.
strength-
Okay.
Oh yeah, of
I think
course
you
have
do.
one.
I think you do strength damage if you don't have a weapon and all that sort of thing. So I would do 3 damage to him.
You can turn into a gorilla.
You turn into a gorilla, so your strength would be as high. Could be as
But
high
it
as a
also
gorilla has.
says on the description block that you have the lowest stat between yours and the animals.
Really?
Right. So what's your rank of transformation or whatever?
My transformation rank is 5.
Well, then, if the gorilla is a 6, you'd have a 5, because 5 is the lowest.
Oh, so I'd be using the prowess because of its power, not strength because it's my strength.
Right. You'd want to use your
The
character's
gorilla's strength is
Strength,
6.
Yeah.
And
well,
my prowess is 6.
Okay.
So I would do 6 damage. Is that the consensus?
5, because that's the rank of your power. So your gorilla can't be stronger than a 5 because that's
Alteration.
how strong your power is.
Right.
You punch, and you punch a shield. You punch a forest field, and your fist bounces off.
So there are just the 3 gorillas around it, just pounding the shield, like in a sort of Donkey Kong style. So you guys see that there's some heavy resistance here.
And then
Terrifying.
one of them's gonna make a move. Aaron. We'll say this one.
Cool.
This one isn't a spider. This one has a lizard's head and tail,
Okay.
and is all scaly. He pretty much looks like the lizard from Spider-Man, but he's going to make a move to try to aid its leader here. So I imagine you're gonna punch, right?
Yeah, I'll try and get the intercept and then go for a like, hey, you should have been looking over here.
Let's
Bap.
do this.
And
I just know
that's-
you were hoping for the cockroach minion.
I was hoping to KO the cockroach. That's true. I don't like cockroaches. Okay, so that's prowess, right?
To hit, yes. Prowess versus prowess.
Okay, cool.
Uh-oh.
That is 7.
It's very quick, and it juts under your fist. But it is going to, as you punch at it, it's going to engage you.
Okay. I'll accept that answer.
It's going to launch several attacks at you here.
Does it have fast attack? That's cool.
It's got multi-limbs with the fast attack bonus to it.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
We get 1 reaction per panel or whatever, right? Or page.
What do you want to use your reaction for?
I have my reflection ability.
Oh,
which
that
actually
kind
is
of,
on-
yeah. You got 1.
You actually get as many reactions around as you need. This is not D&D.
Oh, Cool.
You
Good to
can
know.
react every time an attack comes.
Oh, yeah, so if you have something that's you can do this when something happens, yeah, you can do that infinite.
Sweet. Good to know.
With
Good to know.
damage, with danger sense, that's always going on. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to launch multiple
Cool.
attacks at you. Yeah.
I'm ready. I have, so really quick, the way reflection works, the attacking effects level is the difficulty of my reflection, and that has its margin of success.
Okay.
Did that make sense? Cool.
Yes. So go ahead and reflect. You're going to be making reflect checks, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and make several. I am attacking you. Do I need to do prowess versus prowess to see if I hit you at all first? Right?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
No, the power goes in place of that.
Okay, cool. That's even
so the power
easier.
rank of whatever she's using goes in place of that normal defense.
So I can attack.
Okay.
Dividing my fast attack level into additional attacks up to my level with that attack.
Can help you do the math on that.
Oh, it's
The
combined
prowess.
effort. Okay, so it's just going to count as combined effort. So I'm just really rolling once. Go ahead and, make your reflection check.
Make a fresh one. 9.
What happens if I fail?
So, on a marginal success, oh wait, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
It is a moderate
just
success.
Moderate success. So I am unaffected by the attack, and I get to make a normal attack test against the attacker.
Excellent.
Against the attacker.
What do you reflect
Yes.
with? Like, how do you reflect? What's your physical? What does that look like?
So that actually comes from the technology. It's sort of a side Benny to keep the super soldiers alive, and it has a sort of concussive propulsion from the gloves. So it's almost like a Wonder Woman style block thing, but it's more like a pulse.
Like like Black Panther?
Kind of, yeah, actually, yeah.
Cool. So go ahead and give me your attack.
And then follow through with a nice counter attack. Whoops. That's fine, actually. 8.
That is a moderate success.
Sweet. So it counts as a normal attack in this instance.
How much damage are you going to do here?
Oh, sorry, that's my strength stat, right?
I think so, yeah. Should be.
6.
Ooh, that's not bad. When
So
you
I
hit him,
deflected.
you do punch, but it's like punching a brick wall. You do see that, like, he takes it, he's like, like, he got hit. It definitely did something, but you can tell there's, like, some negation going on there.
Okay.
But still really cool. That was a cool thing you did.
Fun exchange, definitely. And I'm shook that one off, and I'm still squared up.
Screw it. There's one more that's going to come at you, because
Oh, no.
it's pretty much the rest of their turns, and then Wolfgang. One more is going to come at you. This one has some sort of insectoid head, like a brown, little cockroachy head. Here, you can fight Cockroach, man, because everyone wants it, apparently.
It's got to be there now.
We've been asking for it since day one, I feel like.
He
Ever since
also,
you mentioned these creatures.
he has several spindly insect legs as well. He's going to smack you a few times, but it's all going to be one concerted effort. So go ahead and reflect again.
Yes, 9 for that one.
Moderate success.
Sweet. And that's going to be a 7 on the attack.
Versus coordination.
Oh, sorry, for coordination. Then for coordination, it's 8.
Oh, good.
With that roll.
That's to hit. Is coordination versus. Oh,
Oh,
no,
okay,
it's prowess.
gotcha.
It's prowess versus prowess. Sorry.
So in that case, I got a 7.
Okay, my bad.
No worries.
So it actually like skitters out of the way.
That was a little confusing, just to help work that out for you, Aaron.
Mhm.
Your attack is always prowess.
Yeah.
His defense is prowess if he's using his boxing skills. It's the other, what's it called?
Coordination.
Coordination if he's dodging out of the way.
Yeah.
But the defender chooses
Gotcha.
which one he's defending with, depending on the type. And usually it's coordination versus ranged attacks, but you can also dodge
Yes. Very true. Normally that's the case. But yeah, that one went. Another one's going to go. It's going to attack. It'll attack Duskwing. It doesn't know any better. This one. This one kind of looks. It doesn't. You don't see arms. It's wearing a shirt with sleeves, but you don't see any arms. And it has like this floppy head with this like weird sucky mouth on it. And it's just gonna bite you.
So it's like a lamprey?
Yeah, it looks like a lamprey.
With that sphincter mouth?
Yeah, it's got a sphincter. Yeah, it's got the
Toothy sphincter
toothy
maw?
sphinctered grin. Yes.
Sphincter Mouth was Jahan's nickname in high school.
Nightmares tonight. Thank you,
Not
John.
for the reason you might think.
Yeah. Thanks for the nightmares tonight. Appreciate it, buddy.
It's what I do, apparently. I take great joy in it. Prowess
Now I'm
test.
wondering if the nightmare is from the creature or from imagining why your nickname was Sphincter Mouth in high school for the reason that you don't think that it was.
It's not the reason
There's
you
lots
think
to
it
work
was.
with.
Yeah.
There is a lot to work with there.
A lot to
If
work
this is a
think
with.
melee
it's a
attack, I will
combination.
defend with prowess, so that if I beat him, I can attack him for free.
1 sec. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's my. I'm doing prowess versus whatever you choose to defend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
okay.
prowess. Okay.
10 out of 10 doctors recommend Listerine for Sphincter Mouth.
I succeed finally on touching Duskwing. It's exciting.
Good thing I
So
still have that 9 resistance.
you get to choose strength or willpower. No, I get to choose when I create.
Oh, in other words, when you create the power, you had to pick.
Well, it seems unfair to pick the one that you're not as good at right now, so I'm going to roll for it.
Okay, that's fair.
Here, I'll even...
So he's draining something, basically. He's going to try
Yeah.
to drain something. Okay. But I get to resist. You may not get it. I got you now.
Odds or evens, Rune?
I'm always odd.
It's even. So, roll your willpower.
Okay, I have good willpower, so that's fine.
Yeah, you're pretty good either way.
Let's see. What did I get here? I have a max roll of 14, baby.
You feel him start to try to, like, suckle your blood out, but he can't quite do it. So you just have a wet, you have a wet sphincter with teeth just kind of on your back. Since that's the visual we're going with here, and I approve.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You can send your therapy bill to P.O. Box, fresh out the box. Yeah. So that's that
Would that
one.
make it fresh in the box?
It could be. It could be. It's gross. This is all gross. All right. There's one last one, and this one will actually be one of the spider creatures, just to give it that classic spider flavor. And it will go. Let's see. One of you's been left out. I feel like Traveler, you've been left out here. You want to get hit by something?
By something with classic spider flavor.
Yeah, classic
You want to
spider
hit me with
flavor.
some classic spider
Yeah.
flavor?
Yeah.
Classic 0 though, so you know.
Yeah, man, season it up. Hit me with some of that. Hit me with that zest. Give me some of that spidery goodness.
If your spider's zesty, I'm very scared of that spider. That's a citrus spider. When it bites, it burns.
Citrus spider.
Make a prowess check to not get hit by a bunch of spider arms right now, Gary.
I have rolled a 9 to not get hit by a bunch of spider arms right now.
So you do, yeah. This thing comes at you. It's gonna leap over everyone else and just kind of just start throwing some bows at you, and you get out of the way pretty easily.
Yeah, it's trying to fight 3 stone gorillas right now, 3 concrete apes. So it's not. I mean, that's tough. It's a tough situation.
Wolfgang Aidendale, you get your turn finally.
Yeah. I am going to, because all the enemies seem bound up and tied up with other people right now. Would be a fair thing to say. I am going to spend a determination point to create an advantage through either I come from beyond the shadow or the way of honor to learn to seek to do. Basically, my paladinic roots, and I'm gonna change my telekinesis power in effect to a I believe it's straight up called healing. Like I basically, instead of pointing the sword, I hold it in front of myself and begin praying at the sword, and begin reciting the oath, the Way of Honor oath. And because I was attacked by a shadow creature, that's why I'm able to heal it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is my rationale. So I still need to do the check, because if I screw the check, it doesn't do anything. I think.
There is a test.
Hey, important point. If you do succeed in gaining an advantage, one of the things you can do with it is recover stamina equal to the higher of your strength or willpower. So you can actually heal by gaining an advantage in combat. That's on page 33.
Oh, the recovery advantage.
Maybe you can try it that way too if you want to.
What's the page number again? Just so I have it for later.
33.
33. I'm really good at not reading the book, guys.
It's okay. I'm just trying to help.
Well, I'm trying not to be helpful. No.
That's the entire premise of this show that Jahan and I do.
Willpower, I think, is better than healing.
Yeah, we're kind
Straight
of
up, I think.
dicks.
Because I have 8 willpower. I think that's better than if I tried to heal it with rating 5.
Our show's whole idea is that Jahan is trying to be helpful. He tries to teach you games. He tries to explain the rules. And that I am not trying to be helpful at all. I'm just trying to ruin what he's doing. And then our podcast is the same, except we're both trying to destroy what Drew is doing.
Yes.
Amazing.
And here I thought that the premise was that you're fresh out of a box.
Oh, God, no. No, I'm just torpedoing every friendship I've ever had live on air 3 or 4 nights a week.
Never forget,
Yeah.
you can put anything in a box.
I'll go with.
Seen that SNL skit, thank you.
I'll use that advantage to recover instead, because that's frankly better, because that gets me 8 stamina, which is more than enough to fill me to full. And as I do that, and actually instead of a magical aura, it just kind of, and then I ready myself, and then I just kind of shield up and sword up.
Hell,
Like it's one of those like, do that again. Sort of glances at him. Although he's busy with a big old super panther trying to rip his face, so he might not be looking at me at the moment.
Absolutely. And does using advantage in combat to recover take up your whole turn? No.
No.
So you can still, you can still do stuff. Yeah.
In that case, there's a bunch of people attack. No, I don't want to do that. I am just gonna do a good old fashioned telekinesis and throw something at the big bad. I'll try to throw. I'll back up a little bit and I'll find something heavier like a bike or something, and then try to huck that at him with my sword.
Telekinesis. All right. That is use either the higher of your coordination or telekinesis, I believe, to make the attack versus my coordination. And who specifically are you targeting? The snake boy?
Snake boy, yeah. Because I did look at a power. I was like, you can attack people in a burst. It's like, it hits everybody in there, so it hit my friends too, which... No, I'm not trying to do a heal turn yet. Okay, I use my willpower as my coordination, so... Waha. 1d8? No, it's 1d6. Try again there, sir.
You were at this point for mentioning face heal turns in the game today. One boon from me. I'll put it in the chat right now.
It will sort of just move its body to the side, but its like head stays in place, and the bike goes like sailing right past. Because I rolled really good.
Yeah.
Unless you want to use like a determination.
No, I'll hang on to it for now.
Okay. Excellent. It is going to rear up on its hind body to more of its full height. It's taller than any of you now. It towers above. Which one of you does it hate the most right now? I feel like probably Rune.
That's fair.
I feel like probably.
I mean, I get that a lot, and every time I always say, fair.
Well, you're definitely the tank of our part of the team, as it were, because you draw aggro so much, because you hit so hard and you're so fast, so it's easy which covers me. That's why I like our dynamic, because it covers my.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Most of the time.
There's got to be a tank in every team. I definitely fit the bill. It's fine.
It's like a big time barbarian build too, because just like a barbarian, you have all that health and you hit so hard.
Yeah.
Make a coordination check.
Okay. One coordination roll coming up. Hitting me at range with something? I have an 11.
You have an 11. Damn. So, he's gonna slither at you and try to grab you, but you just jump like through the loop that his body makes to encase you, and you're just on the other side of him now. And he's gonna hiss at you.
Is this the guy that I already have grappled?
I suppose so.
Remember, I grabbed him by the neck.
Yeah, you did grab him. Well, he tries to grab you with his body.
He tries to grab me back and fails. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then it's your turn.
So was that considered a melee attack where if he rolled poorly enough that I would get to attack him back for free, or no?
It's a power.
Oh, then no, I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he's using binding.
That's the cool thing. Yeah. The great thing about whiffing up binding, right?
But yeah, it is your turn, Ryan.
Okay, great. So it's my turn anyway. Okay, well, since he's clearly trying to resist, he's resisting arrest. I'm going to pick him up in the classic wrestler, like a wrestling, hold him up over my head, and just slam him down on the ground as hard as I can, and never release the grapple.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give him the damage.
Give me the strength versus his strength, I guess.
Sure.
Odds are you win, but who knows?
That's going to be a 13.
I am going
to try to dish my 9 damage to him.
I'm going to use my GM power up I got earlier. Because he's finally
man.
close enough. As you slam him down, he just shifts his weight because he's all slithery and like weird shaped, and he just gets out of your grasp. He's like standing away from you now.
So you use your GM boon.
I use my GM boon to slide out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Fine enough.
Thank you.
That would be my turn.
Thank you, Guy Ally.
That was my friend Bloop, by the way. They actually play in my They actually play with me in a D&D game that we'll be playing tomorrow. They're a friend of mine. Great.
So you can get vengeance on them for that.
Thanks for the power up. I appreciate it. Yeah. Do you want to move anywhere on your turn?
Well, I lost my grasp on him, and that's never good since I intended to hold on to him. But no, I'm actually going to sort of move more into the middle of the space and draw aggro. So that'll be the rest of my turn. I'm making myself a big target.
Excellent. Aaron, it's your turn. There are 2 directly facing you. And then there's 2 more that are fighting. One is on Wolfgang. No, one of them's sphinctering Rune's back. And the other one attacked Gary.
Is that a verb?
See, I keep envisioning. Have you seen What We Do in the Shadows? You know the witch's hat. Remember the witch's hat? How it had
yeah.
He likes wearing it because it's got like a little.
It's a cursed witch's hat with an anus. That's right, and they keep fighting over the cursed hat, and it just ruins their lives.
It's like the best episode of television ever made.
Oh boy,
that sounds absurd.
It is
and hilarious.
It is.
Sphinctering, you said. You just said it like it was a regular word, though. You were just gonna keep going if I didn't say anything.
Sphincters aside.
Lampreys are an underwater creature known for sphinctering their prey. Anyways, so what do I do? I'm face off with these two, and the one I decked, after sort of deflecting and dodging the other one, I'm going to turn attention back to that one and do a roundhouse kick. I forgot that I have martial arts as a specialization.
So +1,
And
I believe.
so, yeah, we'll get that on there. And roundhouse kick for a 10.
Hit.
Or 6 points of kick to the face.
You kick. The face moves, but it's not like knockout punch. It's like hitting a brick wall, but you are beating the wall.
I'm really putting the oomph into it, but
Putting a little bit into it, yeah. I mean, it's working.
it reminds me of grueling hours in basic training. But yes, it's working. I'll take it. I'll kind of round out the movement from that kick, and then have like in a sort of defensive position, waiting for the attack from the other two, and that will be my page.
Excellent. I am tweeting this real quick. Lamprey are fish known for sphinctering their prey. Hashtag game night quotes. That's what I'm talking about.
Legendary one.
That's what I'm talking about. This is why I live, just for the record. Yeah, so you do hit that one, then you are ready for the rest of them. It is going to be Gary's turn before the rest of them get to go.
Honorable shout out to Vampire Bites, who just explained to me that the English language is ever evolving, and that sphinctering has all the makings for being a word.
God, I hope that's our contribution to the world.
Call it Merriam-Webster.
Important point, though, it's not a word yet.
Stop the presses, Webster. I got a new word for you. Have you ever heard of sphinctering?
Yeah. It's not there yet, but if people keep using it, it will be.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a word when we started this, but it might be by the end. Rude is
Not
shaking
I
his
always
head
had
like, no, please, no. All right. All right. So this guy just slid free of Rune with his slithery snakeness.
Mhm.
One of the travelers is going to turn back into Ryan Richards. Another one is going to turn into a bow, and then I'm going to shoot the third one as an arrow towards the bad guy. I've rolled a 10.
Which one are you shooting?
The Snake Man.
Okay. Hit?
When I hit him, now that arrow is going to turn into a snake, and I'm going to try to grab him.
Okay.
So that he can't slither away, because a snake can't slither away from a snake. That wouldn't even make any sense, John.
Isn't that just a snake ball?
I think so. Now we're rolling grapple here.
Yes, and that might be, if you want to resolve that next, maybe I can't shapeshift multiple times all in one turn like this. So I can do that like in a next frame on
I
another
feel
page
like it's
if you
almost the point of what you're doing, so I'm okay with it.
It is. It is kind of the point of what I'm doing. All right, grapple, so that's a strength. I'm a snake, so
You're
whatever.
hitting with that
I rolled in-
Naruto.
Wrestling, page
I've rolled it-
137, wrestling. Trying to help about.
I rolled an 8, and then since I'm a snake, I think the highest my snake grapple could be is 5 because my power's 5.
So you're hitting
so
me.
I rolled a 5, so it's a 10.
A 10. 10, you do grapple him. So, good news and bad news. You have him grappled, right?
All right, he's being constricted by a snake.
But you touched him.
Yes.
Take 5 damage as the shadows
Okay.
seep off of his skin into you.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
I made him hard to touch. It's fun.
Yeah, I see that. Ow.
You made him hard to touch unless you're hard, like Dustwing.
I think I'm gonna stop touching him. I don't want to touch him. I don't want to touch him for another turn.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
I'll die if I keep touching him.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't want to grapple that guy. That hurts.
Technically, you just go unconscious. You don't die until your strength's all gone.
Yeah.
Oh, strength has to go too. Okay, that hurt my stamina really bad. So I'll stay grappling him. That'll give you advantage to grapple him, Duskwing, and I'll stop this grapple immediately next turn.
Sounds good.
It does sound
All right.
You've already taken the punch in the face anyway. So
Yeah, that's
It's
hot.
Well, you can always release the grapple as a reaction right after.
Well, that's
I get
true.
hold.
That's what I'm hoping for. Is once you get it, I can just let mine go as a free action. That's the plan.
That's hot. All right.
So in this cool frame on this page, I grab this concrete gorilla and turn it into a bow and arrow. I shoot it, and it turns into a snake in the air and wraps this guy up. And then shadows start pouring over the snake, and they both hiss sort of at each other.
Yes.
And then it's on to the next
pretty
frame.
dope. It's pretty dope. I'd paint that on the side of a van. Alright, definitely. Yeah. So, after you is when they go. Yay. Alright. Duskwing, you feel... I'll start with you. You feel a pucker at the nape of your neck as a coordination check is required. Or no, prowess. Sorry.
Okay. So he's already trying to sphincter me, but he can't get through me, or what's the word?
He's trying to
Is
touch
this
you
power,
first.
Or... Oh, he's trying to touch me.
He has to make contact first.
Oh, well, I don't care if he touches me. I'll just let him touch me.
Okay, then he touches you, and now we make the make a willpower save. Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was this the sphincter guy, or is this the snake guy with the aura?
That's the sphincter guy.
Oh, well, then I will dodge that. I thought you were talking about the snake guy. My bad.
Oh, well, in that case,
Yeah, I'll try to dodge
make a
it,
prowess test. Yeah.
or try to turn it back on him. Yeah. A 9.
A 9. I touch you. Okay, now we make the willpower.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can I use a determination to add +2?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Okay, so that 9 will become an 11. Does that make him miss me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then that was worth doing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he just, yeah. So he's like, and you're just like, ah! You jump out of the way, as any rational person would. 2 of them are going to fight Aaron, because that's cool. You can fight 2 of them. I like it. Here goes the first one. So I guess make your
Get mine.
reflection. Yeah.
6.
Total?
Only 6.
Damn, that is not gonna do it. Finally, this lizard creature with he claws and then whips you with his tail to do his multi-limbed extra fast attack. So he does that. You take, I guess you just take strength. You get hit for 5. Bam.
That hurts.
Yeah, that does hurt. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty strong. I put them at a pretty decent strength. The other one's gonna fight you too. Go ahead and give me another reflection check here.
Okay. Stumble back, throw up the gauntlet. 7.
Okay, so that is a marginal success.
Okay, so I think for marginal success... Oops, I lost it. Gotta pull it up again. I honestly, just off the top of my head, I think it just, like, negates the attack.
So bam, he punches you, blast it away.
Oh, we're each affected half by the attack, so we both take half that attack's damage.
Interesting. So rounded up or down?
Oh, I think that's also interesting because it says rounded up for me the player, and then rounded down for me the player, rounded up for the attacker.
Oh, okay, so I take 3, you take 2.
Okay, cool. That is very helpful.
Which means
How bad off are you?
Yeah, I'm I'm over here squaring off. Managed to barely block that, but I eat some of it, and then I kind of shout back, is that big one down yet? That's gonna be
Claim an
my
advantage
defense.
and get a heal off next time.
There's one more that needs to go. Oh yeah, it was the spider. It's going to sit down beside Gary while you're eating your Crimson Way. It's going to attack you.
Oh man, my card's in way though.
Go ahead and make a prowess check.
All right, gladly. Prowess. I have rolled a 12, the absolute big fat 6 with my +6.
I was gonna
Feeling
come
good
in
about
and
that
try to like spider kung fu you, and you're just like, nah.
I believe
I'm
when
good.
it's prowess versus prowess, if he rolls high enough success, he
Oh
gets a
yeah,
free attack back
this
at the
is
guy.
one of the cases. Let me see if you did that. You got a major success. Does that elicit an attack?
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now for you.
I always forget.
So, let's see here. When defending, let's see here. Where is it? Yeah. It's called evading. You use your prowess to evade or parry close attacks. And if you have a marginal or moderate success... Wait. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. If your evasion results in a massive failure for the incoming attack, then you also automatically hit the attacker with a close attack that you are capable of.
It was not massive.
It's considered a moderate success,
It was a major failure on my end.
but not a massive failure.
Not a massive.
Then you don't get to deal damage.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm still just glad I didn't get bashed.
Didn't get bashed. It is the Master of Bash's turn. Wolfgang Aidendale.
All right. So all my other options basically involve coordination, and this guy is wily. So I am going to invoke the Way of Honor quality this time, spending another determination, and changing my sword of telekinesis into a sword of mental blast as I focus on the destruction of shadow as my and then just normally I point at something and fling something at. This time I start praying and I just kind of gesture with the sword at him.
You pointed at the Shadow Snake?
Yep.
That makes
And
sense.
it's a willpower off.
Thank you for the follow, Alistair Strange. Cool name. That's a cool name. Don't forget to type in hashtag icons in the chat for your chance to win a copy of Icons Assembled Edition. Doing the drawing soon. Yeah, so you got a... What'd you roll? A 10.
10.
You got a moderate success.
And he takes 5 damage, ignoring damage resistance, but not mental resistance if he happens to have it.
5. Not a bad. You see him. Ah! Get out of my mind, human. As he recoils. He does not
The
like
light
it.
of mortal men will shun you from this world, Darkspawn.
It's his turn. He's gonna go right at you. Yeah, he's gonna go right at you. Give me a. What's it gonna do to you? Yeah, it'll do the thing that it's been doing. It's gonna try and grab you. It's gonna try and bind you.
No,
Didn't
please.
Casualty have him grabbed?
Do you have him grabbed again, Gary?
He
Oh,
never
you
let it
do.
go.
You didn't let go yet. You're waiting for Rune's turn.
Yep. I'm waiting for him to be otherwise grabbed. Yep.
He can't go after Corbinian.
I can't go after Corbinian.
He's like tied up by a boa constrictor type of situation.
Yeah, there's some
Probably
hot
really-
snake on snake action going on. Well, in that case, it's going to try to grab.
Say that.
It's going to try and grab you, Gary.
So I googled hot snake on snake action.
No.
Okay. I'm listening.
God.
Okay, you said he's gonna try to grab me.
For the record, snakes do have big sex piles. It's funny. But yeah, so he does try to grab you back.
Okay. I didn't grab as well this time. I think he's the one doing the grabbing.
Correct. You have been
Yep.
got by the grabby grabber.
Mm-hmm.
Eat that villain.
Oh god, I don't think I'm gonna make that a villain in this game. I don't think I'm comfortable with it either. But yeah.
They're really into UFO catchers, grabbers.
Can I post a very funny link in the chat? Because you reminded me of something hilarious from the early days of the internet.
I mean, probably.
FurniturePorn.com.
Ooh. It reminds
Trust
me.
me,
Reminds me of
it's
deer
hilarious.
humping. You ever gone deer humping? It's like
whenever you, like at Christmas, whenever you go.
yeah, at Christmas and you
Back
get
up and
everyone's
hump
deers
the
and you
reindeer.
make them hump each other. Yeah, it's a funny thing to do to
Yeah.
a nativity scene. It blocked you.
Yeah, I've done that. One time we were
Shoot it in
stacking
the
up deer.
chat. In the
We were
Discord.
making the deer hump one time, and then the homeowners pulled up, and so I had to dive into the bushes and hide like in the driveway, and they pulled up and got out of the car like inches from me and walked up their driveway, and I was terrified I was gonna get found, because they were like they came out and they were unstacking their deer. Like I was right there in the bush. It was a whole thing. It was a blast. High school guys.
in the bush.
Ruin, you can
Watching
send that
deer
link
hump in the bush.
in Discord and I'll post it because it blocks you.
Okay.
Fortunate song play.
Sorry about that, but yeah, it's very funny.
It's all good. Yeah, so it was Snaky Snake's turn. Now it's Rooney's turn. Rooney Rune. The Mighty Duskwing, everybody.
Yes, the mighty Duskwing.
Lucky team.
I feel like it's safe for this to happen real quick. So he's gonna grab you and like take the dominant position, be like, "Ha ha!" And then you're gonna see. I'm sorry, Corbinian.
So to clarify, during the hot snake on snake action,
God
he takes
damn
the
it.
dominant position.
It's not intentional.
Just really
Okay.
devolved since the whole stink
Don't
drink
lie.
thing.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
It wasn't supposed to go down like this, man. But yeah, you'll see crackles of red light, like far in the distance at several points within your view. He'll be like, "It's nearly time." As he grabs you, like, "You can't stop it now." And then it's Rude's turn.
Okay. And then he's going to see me coming up behind the snake and just grab him off of the guy and, you know, yank him.
Yeah, yank him off as hard as you
Swing his
can.
back on him. So, yeah,
Nope.
prowess versus his choice of prowess or coordination for my attack.
Okay. Excellent.
I have an 11 again.
That is a marginal success.
I would like to expend a determination and put a +2 on that.
That is a moderate success.
Okay. As a moderate success, I achieve a partial hold. The target can perform actions, but only at +2 difficulty and cannot move away from me.
Excellent.
And of course, next time I can upgrade an existing partial hold to a complete hold. Next
Yeah,
turn.
you can feel the shadows like paw at you, but they do not hurt you.
Yep. But yeah, I yank him off. Again. I say that to laugh at that line.
Excellent. Excellent. So, Aaron, your turn.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna. No, I'm not. Oh, I was gonna do one
What?
thing and then I changed my mind. So,
I'm going to. No, I'm not.
no, I'm not. So I wanted to cast a spell and spend a determination to cast it instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I forgot I did need a determination for this because this Staff of the One apparently had mastery in images.
There you go.
So,
Yes.
Master.
yeah, I'm just gonna step back a little bit, create a little space between me and my two buddies here, and then bring forth multiple of me.
I don't even remember telling you all of this about the Staff of One. That's awesome.
Forgot about that power. That is so cool.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
just multiple of you.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. Still checking the ability, but that's what I do. Yeah, I step back and they all appear. Can I make an attack with one of them this page?
Will it be? I think the real you can make an attack. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do have so actually that leads to my next question. So, illusion states that it's like a certain thing. It's like a false sensory projection or projected into someone's mind.
Yes, but image everyone can see.
Yes, and it says they even react normally to illusion, like the target reacts normally to illusion, even suffering imaginary damage from illusory attacks. So my question is,
yeah, then
does
you
it
can
work
attack
like
with
that for images?
Yeah. Yeah, you can attack them. Yeah.
Yeah, so then they all come out, and then one of them's just like, bam, with a nice cross.
That keeps them
we'll
from
say.
being able to tell which one's you when you attack for sure. So yeah, go ahead and give me that attack. I will make a
That's a 7.
really good roll. I made a really good roll. So you hit with a moderate success.
Wow,
Yeah, I rolled
fantastic
that too.
roll. But okay, cool. So then that one hits for the 6 points of damage of my strength.
Okay, yeah. Chiseling away at this thing's decent health. Yeah. Casualty.
Yo.
Your turn, sir.
So it's just the main snake band left, right? The rest of them are scattered to the wind.
No, there are 4 people fighting you.
Oh no.
There are 4 minions
They're
still.
pretty
Well,
tough.
that's man. I'm surprised. It's why are we still? I thought I turned to mimic. I thought you had them all.
How did you have one?
I did. I grabbed him. I had him.
One of your duplicates
What
is
happened
talking to
here?
one of her duplicates.
Yeah, there's just all these duplicates. Okay. All right. It's
You're having
time.
Conversation, but you're not really having conversation with each other. Your duplicate is having conversation with her illusion.
Yes. Also, I'll remind you, you also see these streaks of red lightning in the sky.
Oh, that's right.
Should we go after the lightning or should we stay here and fight? I look at you guys for an answer.
Illusions could maybe hold these ones off for a minute, but
You must
I'll be
be
back.
like the Sentinels.
that's right, the Sentinels.
I'll be back, and I vanish. I'm gonna go check out all 3. I'll go 3 different directions and check out the lightning strike sources.
So there are 8 strike sources. You go to 3 of them. You see
Yep.
3 different versions of this creature floating in the air, being like it looks like it's emanating this red lightning, and it's all coalescing above the city in like this weird ball. It looks pretty ominous. The clouds are starting to swirl up there.
Let me know when we get back to my turn. I'm going to do something stupid.
Yeah, I like something stupid. Yeah, what are you doing? So you do teleport, but I mean, you're pretty quick. What, you want to do something?
I'm also going to report back to the Sentinel 6. So now one of me will go talk to the Sentinel.
We'll
And-
say you catch. Yeah, you'll catch Moonflower. She looks
And
like
the-
she's about to leave the manor.
Tell me you're going to go up and check out what's going on in the sky.
Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, there's a bunch of red lightning guys charging up all over town.
We better hurry.
I'll open a portal. Like this.
She'll go through it.
Like this guy, all over the place. And they're all charging up whatever that is.
She's going to reach out to him psychically. You'll see her get staggered backwards when she tries, which you've never seen happen before.
Let me guess, consuming darkness?
Yes. Whatever
Same thing
force
we've been dealing with.
whatever force is binding his mind is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, all we figured out is they surrendered their souls for power, the darkness took over, and now they're these things. We think they're summoning a dark one. The dark one.
She's gonna look up at the sky. It looks like we're running out of time. But yeah, we're gonna flash back.
I'll also tell you guys that while I'm talking to Moonflower, I'll pop back into the square and tell you guys there's like red lightning charging guys all over town. They're charging up that big ball up there.
You'll never stop them. The snake will say as it's holding you? Yeah, one of you. Yeah, your snake self. But yeah,
that's.
It will. These things are gonna fight with Aaron some more. Here, I'm gonna make a roll.
It's not holding him anymore because I grabbed it.
Yeah,
that snake self is off doing that turn.
They're
Okay.
still cackling and gloating, but I have a grip on.
That's right. Everyone keeps grabbing stuff. It's confusing.
Yeah, wait till the grabber shows
It's hard
up.
to keep track of where the grapples are currently. Yes, or the wrestling technically. In this game, it's called wrestling.
So these minions attack your illusions. Two of them swipe at the illusions and take them out. One of them actually hits the real you.
Oh no.
But I'm still going to make a roll for it. So make your reflection check.
Reflection 9.
So yeah, you take 2, I take 3.
Okay, when that one punches me, I stumble back to one knee. And I'm actually looking pretty rough. Where's my pen?
How far down are you?
If you were to judge my well-being on a scale of 1 to 11, I would be a 1.
Oh no.
Yeah, pretty close. And then the only other one that hasn't gone yet is the fun one. So prowess check, Duskwing.
Okay. Is this the one that's trying to sphincter me, as you say? Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to let him sphincter me.
Dang.
12, baby.
I also rolled max, but yours is better. It's gonna. And you're gonna be like, no, get away from me.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Since I'm holding a guy, can I move him into the path of the sphincter?
Give
And
me.
let him take it?
So many choices in that. All right. Yes. Give me a strength check versus my strength check, and we'll see what happens.
See if I'm strong enough to make him do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled badly. Yeah, I rolled bad.
You try to move him,
Sorry, 10.
and he just
10.
shifts his snake weight, and like it does not happen, which you're not
But
used
it still
to.
keeps him from getting me at least.
You don't get hit. Yeah, you don't get sphinctered. Wolfgang, Aidendale, it is your turn. You feel the presence of the Dark One. You feel it. You can feel it above you.
This is pending your choice because the thing I want to try to do is spend a determination to activate the quality. No.
What does that quality do?
I sorry, I have to name the quality. Sorry. Yeah, the Way of Honor, to learn, to seek, to do, and I'm trying to introduce a retcon in that where as this is all going, we're having this fight, we're pushing on, but the message that I gave kind of hinted to my secret cabal that the Dark One was coming. So elsewhere, the party is like on top of a roof, and they're already trying to countercast the seal. It wouldn't necessarily like insta shut it, because that's what we're here for. We're the heroes of the story, but she and her heroes are buying time from some rooftop somewhere. It's a bright light, like bright white.
So you're
glow of
hoping
magic.
the defenders of the realm are going to be able to slow the portal opening.
Yeah.
All right. I need to make a Lady Jessica roll and a Dark One roll.
Ooh, variety.
You'll see a beam of light come from Eldritch Hollow, and you see it doesn't touch the ball of lightning, but it's trying to. It's trying to reach into that dark cloud, but it's not, as of yet, successful.
And I shout out, "Sorcerers, seal the gate, or we're all gonna die!" And I'll charge at I'll physically charge rather recklessly toward the snake guy to try to draw its attention and focus it on me, shouting insults at it and stuff. So I'll try to willpower, like I'm trying to bait him to come at me and leave the casters alone. Actually, I try to bait even the little minion guys too, so they don't attack Mimic either. So I'm basically trying to willpower all of them to pay attention to aggro toward me.
Yeah, go ahead and make a taunt roll.
You know what specialty I have? Not taunting. Willpower. I'm probably gonna have to spend a determination to reroll. That sucks.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm gonna run out. Please tell me they rolled crap. That way I don't have to reroll.
Some of them did.
I don't know if you saw it, but I did boon you earlier, Corbinian, if
You
that's
did?
allowed. Yeah, as a joke, but I actually spent the points.
I'll allow it.
It was when you made your line about, but I'm not going to make a heel turn tonight. Like the wrestling comment.
But
That was my bonus phrase for the night. You hit it by randomly.
I am gonna re-roll that because I want to get as many people as possible.
Much
better.
So yeah, you notice all the creatures kind of look at you. All the minions do. The snake guy is not swayed, but the other four are. The lamprey guy, he's like, he's gonna come at you.
Ain't that guy.
And I look like I'm braced behind the shield, like I'm getting ready to be pummeled. But I don't seem spooked by it. I'm just determined because I know that I need you guys to be doing something way more important than being punched by these things.
To put a little emphasis on his point, at the end of the turn, which is the end of the round, the clouds do start to part a little, and you can start to see through it another world.
Oh no.
And with all of you hurt, scattered, and fighting the apocalypse, we're out of time.
No!
I wanted to do
Amazing.
something stupid.
You're gonna have to wait till next week, Road.
That's all right. Yeah, there's always something stupid to do 2 weeks from now.
Before we go, I got to do our drawing. We actually have a lot of people in it this week. Let me see.
Ooh.
Oh, what happens here? Alistair Strange.
Hey. He's a friend of mine.
Hey!
Nice.
Alistair Strange was the last to enter and the first to win the prize.
You want to copy the game in PDF, buddy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will
claim-
be sending you a
He'll be-
PDF code later through Twitch. So check your
Yeah.
Twitch messages. Thank you for all the likes, comments, follows, boons, dooms, just being here. Today's been a good stream. There's been a lot of people, a lot of activity, a lot of follows, a lot of subs. It's been a good night. And it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. Yeah, big stream energy. So
Some new words.
thank you for joining Fresh Out the Box. This has been Icons from Steve Kenson. Check out Steve Kenshin's Patreon at patreon.com/Steve Kenshin to join in to all sorts of stuff about icons. You get free things. You can help contribute. You can be in games. There's a lot of stuff that they do over there. It's very active. But I've been the Game Master, Jahanan.
I'm a Casualty CDG. If you enjoy our show either live or if you're watching the video on demand on our YouTube or Facebook, why don't you just go ahead and hashtag sphinctering at RockFact on Twitter. If Jahan wants to create a new word, we'll just give it right back to him. It's hashtag sphinctering at RockFact on Twitter. You can find me at CasualtyCDG. We stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We also have a podcast called Fresh Out the Podcast. We talk about movies, we talk about streaming shows, we talk about video games. So if you like movies, shows, or video games, check out Fresh Out the Podcast. There's a new episode every single Sunday, and I exist for the sole purpose to ruin my friends' lives. So please tune in to us and our antics. Thank you for being here, like John said. You guys are awesome.
I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can find me on Twitter at ElectricMetCHSR. That's where I'll announce my random thoughts, but also when I'm doing my variety of video game Twitch streaming, which happens on Twitch under Corbinian. And the regular thing I do is on Saturdays around 1:30 Eastern Time, I lead a bunch of Klingons into killing enemies of the Empire or each other, because Klingons in Star Trek Adventures using Modifius' system. As for the video game part, it happens when it happens. Just follow me on Twitter and you'll find out when it happens. But hope to see you guys next time.
I am Ben Aaron Baumier, also known as Aaron Dippity Doo on the webs, and I've been working on New Ovarden, which is a original setting tabletop role-playing game with my dad as a part of Adventure Sling Productions. We also release a podcast episode at the first Friday of each month, the Adventure Sling Podcast, where we interview different personalities in the tabletop gaming community and that sort of thing. So I'll see y'all tomorrow night if you join me there.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rune, also known as Riley Davis, and I am literally nobody important on the internet except for one tiny little corner of it, and that is Champions Online. That MMO games community. I lead a role-playing game guild there called the Silver Age Sentinels, and you can always find us there, or at least some of us, online in that game role-playing superheroes, strangely enough. And if you ever need to contact me, I am at Rune within that game's in-game mail system. In any event, it's always been a pleasure playing with these people, but my highlight of the night is still from early on when my good friend Casualty first saw me turn on my camera and thought I wasn't wearing anything.
If only we lived in a world where such a thing were possible.
Yes, Alice for Strange is actually one of my guild members.
Alistair, check your messages. I already sent it to you. Let me know if you have any troubles with the code. We've been Fresh Out the Box. This has been Icons. Thank you so much. Stay fresh.
See y'all next time. Are we playing next week or in 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
All right, 2 weeks.
Stay fresh.
Bye, everybody.